Really? Man, they love that shit.
His pops and my pops was cripping together in Pasadena in the early 70s. That's how I met him.
I had one nigga call my show and said, tell Kraig I said what's up.
Big Olive. Huh?
So one nigga called my show and said, tell Kraig I said what's up.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, we on something like this, right?
So Otto? Yeah.
We on?
We on, man. Oh, it's a slight delay. I don't know if it's...
What is it? What does it do?
Jacksonville, where y'all calling from? Jacksonville?
St. Louis.
Man.
Mississippi.
Okay.
Y'all in this motherfucker. Man, I was at the club last night and almost got knocked out by a gay nigga.
That nigga trying to dance with you and shit?
Nah, this nigga threatened my life. I'm gonna tell the story. Is it are we cool or is it just frozen over here, Brown? Oh, okay. Just so you know that the big screen in here frozen. Yeah. Yeah, motherfucker.
You gonna keep that mask?
No, I'm gonna take this bitch off. I gotta give him his props though. He was really courageous. What happened was, you can scoot in, Blaze. Whenever you talk, you get the flow. I'm gonna grab the mic and kind of lean into it so they can hear what you're saying. So we at the club. It's me and all my partners. You know what I'm saying? And we at the station after the Improv.
Okay.
So we in the club, and there's this chick, I always forget her name, but she cool people. She like a BBW girl. She big. She a solid 260, 270. But she about 5'8", but the bitch is agile. Yeah. When she one of the motherfuckers that go to the club to dance.
And Dominican Sue ass.
Right. She in there doing the splits, all that, jumping around.
Sue, that's a defensive tackle.
I mean, that's definitely her build, man. She's solid.
God damn.
Right.
You know, she about Dewan size.
God damn.
Yeah.
Nah, hell no.
Yeah. But anyway, she cool people. I've been seeing her in the club for years. She one of them spectacular big bitches that like you like her. You know what I'm saying? She got good energy. She go to the club to be a star. She in there because she want everybody to watch her dance, right? Mm-hmm. So for the last decade, I've been seeing her. What she do is she go to the club and she finds a nigga that wants to dance and she tries to make the whole club watch her dance. She be doing nasty shit, pulling her titties out, but she really just want to be a star. That's what she do, and she's really good at stopping the club. Am I lying? We all watching this bitch dance like that. Right? We all watching her. So the nigga she chose last night happens to be soft than a motherfucker. Right? And to the outside world, it looked like he's a homosexual.
Okay.
Describe this nigga so they know what kind of nigga. What is he the one that's like, man, this cupcake got all the bras. You know?
Yeah, he was soft.
Yeah, he was soft as a motherfucker. Lip rings, all that. You know, all the obvious signs. I'm not homophobic. I don't care if that's what you do. That's your life. Live it.
We have all the indicators on it.
Right. So he dancing with the broad. Her titties out. We in a regular club. This ain't no strip club. Her titties out. Like, they damn near fucking on the dance floor. You know what I'm saying? They like damn near fucking. They on the ground. Like they fucking.
Yeah.
And everybody watching. It's probably like 200 people in the club, 300 people in the club, and 70 is watching what they got going on. Whole VIP section.
They got a show.
Us standing on, like we were standing by the stage. It was a karaoke spot, and they also danced. So they dance or whatever. So then they stop, and I'm like, they get up, and the gay nigga looking tired. She breathing hard, and then I say, "Why you playing with this broad? You know you don't fuck with bitches like that, nigga." You know you don't fuck with bitches like that.
You said that to the nigga?
I said it. Am I lying? I said just like that. I probably said some more shit, but I didn't say nothing super disrespectful at first.
Right.
And then motherfuckers start laughing. And then it felt like I was on the stage. Then I start going in, but I never said nothing like derogatory. I was just speaking. We
was upset basically because we got in there late. wasn't that much talent in the first place.
Right.
And then he gonna take the little piece that is there.
And he don't even want the pussy.
He said it wasn't no talent.
It wasn't no talent. So you watching a gay nigga dance with the only broad that might be sexually active in your vicinity.
You feel some type of way.
That's like you being hungry and you being hungry and a nigga chew a steak up and spit it out in front of you. Like, nigga, you ain't even gonna, you don't even like food. You don't even like steak, nigga. What the fuck? So I say I'm clowning, right? But it's playful clowning. It wasn't like derogatory. It was like, come on, man, you getting all the pussy and you don't even fuck with pussy like that. That's the type of shit I'm saying to him. So he gets angry, like visually distraught. And he walks, and everybody laughing at him. The security, everybody in our vicinity, everybody laughing. Right?
Security laughing at you.
So I know some real gay dudes, you know what I'm saying, that's real men with it, that would laugh like, oh, nigga, you crazy. Well, I'm a nigga with something wrong with your game. If I'm getting the pussy you post. That's how a real gay nigga would respond, right?
Yeah.
Because it wasn't, I didn't say nothing mean. It was all joking. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So he, like, gets angry. And he walks to the other side of the club where we were standing at, and he goes to another. It's a group of them, like a group of gay dudes. It's one nigga, right? But these are sizable homosexual niggas. These ain't like little bitty. Right. They like it's like if we was gay. That's how big these niggas are. So it was one nigga that had to be the leader, right? Because this nigga was built like DeJuan. But it was a big nigga.
Was you niggas playing a 3-4 defense? What's going on?
Bitches feel like you.
Yeah. They had the goal line team at the club, nigga. So
Goal line defense, sit on the field.
So close it because it's gonna let the air out.
Somebody knocked on the door.
Oh, really? So so he goes over to a group of dudes. And at first I'm not paying attention, but my family is with me, and they kind of looking over, so it make me peer over. So he's standing in the middle of a group of gay dudes, and they all pointing over at me in my direction. He pointing like, you could tell he upset, like he went, like, you know what I mean? He went to the homies and was like,
let's go hug.
Hey, we gonna rape this nigga, right?
Wait till you got to speak.
So it's about 5-10 minutes of him talking to the group of dudes and them pointing at me, and I'm noticing. It's about 5-10 minutes of that where, you know, at first I don't view him as a threat. It's playful at first. You know what I'm saying? But it's like it's a continuous energy. Like, hold on, this nigga. It sound like I kind of feel like this nigga might be campaigning or trying to get niggas pumped up to. So I say, fuck it. I walk over there, and the conversation that we have was one of the most honest conversations I've ever had with a nigga I don't know that well. I walk over to him and I'm talking, just joshing, you know what I'm saying? And I say, hey brother, no disrespect, man, I'm a comedian. That's what I do. I wasn't trying to alienate you or make you feel bad, right? And then my brother walks up on one shoulder and just kind of like leaning there like, to let the niggas know, like, you niggas ain't finna rape my brother.
There'll be no pussy popping tonight. You're gonna rape both of us.
So I walk over there and I start the conversation off real polite, and I say what I just said I said, and his response was, people have been saying they thought I was gay my whole life and I don't like it. And I'm like, nigga, you got 2 lip rings, your hair's dyed blonde, and you mad that motherfuckers think you gay. And you with 5 gay niggas. That's what I'm thinking in my head. But I'm like, man, I get it, man. No disrespect. And then this nigga says this to me, which kind of sobered me up. He said, I thought about killing myself, and I have no problem killing somebody else.
Oh, God, stop talking to you.
Like, all right, man, you have a good day, man.
Yeah, took the comedy out of it.
Yeah.
No more.
And then I empathized with the brother. I was like, damn, that's got to be a fucked up feeling to really give a fuck about what another motherfucker thinks that much where you would think about killing yourself. You know what I'm saying? If that brother's watching, my apologies, man. That wasn't my intent. And then I responded like any real nigga would respond. I said, well, you're not killing me tonight, nigga. You said you probably could kill yourself.
Do that first.
But I said, nigga, that's not happening tonight, nigga. You're not killing me, nigga.
Damn.
And then I went on, and I ain't gonna talk about what else we talked about, but it just made me think, man, like, you know, some.
Did he cut off pancakes?
Hey, circulate wealth, you a fool.
But
That's deep though.
But to all the black brothers and sisters who happen to be homosexual, I want to clear something up coming from the heterosexual straight male community of real niggas. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you, that nigga said I got the number. I want to clear something up. I want to clear something up with y'all, man. Like, real niggas don't have no problem with you and your community. What you do is what you do. That's your business and whoever you deal with, right? But when it comes to these jokes, I'ma deal with you how we deal with each other. In the world of straight black men, we roast each other.
Equality.
That's what we do. So if I joke about you or say something, please don't take it like it's criminal or that I have some type of ill will towards that community. You know what I'm saying? I got nothing but love for humans, period. Whoever you choose to fuck, or if you feel like you was born to fuck a certain motherfucker, that's between you and the fuckee. That ain't got shit to do with me. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to open the show with that. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, love and blessings to, you know, the brother, man. I forget his name, man, but...
In your defense, he did have on the pink iPhone in his back pocket.
Yeah.
See? Wait.
When you go out your way to purchase some shit like that,
And it was butt beads attached to
Yeah, they got butt beads on the iPhone. Hang up on
And
the...
all of that, he said he wasn't on that team.
Yeah.
Hold on, can I ask you a question?
So
What the fuck is a butt bead?
I just assumed, like you probably did, that he was comfortable with who he was.
Yeah, that's what I
He
thought.
walking around with a pink phone and butt beads on the back.
And on top of that, look, gay people, look. Y'all don't get to the front of the line. Everybody gets it in the black community. Everybody get jokes. Fat niggas been getting clowned. You can't hide being fat, goddammit. But you cannot toot your booty out. We never know you was gay.
Right.
You know what I mean? So y'all don't get, nigga, everybody get it. Niggas that's fat, extra dark-skinned niggas, niggas that look like Todd.
Right.
All these motherfuckers get it way before y'all do. So
What do Todd look like? What kind of nigga look like?
that nigga Todd, two front teeth is doing a butterfly.
We support you. Look at Todd's shirt. That's why I told him to wear it. Yeah, man, but it was weird to see a motherfucker who look. This when I tell you this nigga looked like he was like it wasn't no guess. The nigga looked like he was obviously gay, bro. He looked like you
Like
know
a
what I mean?
modern Cisco or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Just blonde hair.
Oh, they clowning. They clown like a motherfucker. What's up, Tan?
Hey, people, what's happening?
Oh man, what's up, man? We done brought all the homies in here, man. Man, that shit crazy to see shit come full circle, man. When I was just rhyming, these is the niggas that inspired me, man. Blaze, Tan, D, B. These is my niggas, man. There's 20 years in this room. That's some crazy shit, man. Shit, man. I remember you had that spot in Hawthorne. We came and did that song, man. I love to hear that song, man.
Man, I got that on that Domino album.
You got you put yeah, you gotta come play that motherfucker, man.
Definitely get with you.
Yeah, get with me, man. Come on here and promote some shit, you know what I'm
I
saying?
know it, man. I just know it now, though. But you know, we here.
Hell yeah, man. For those who don't know, man, pull up, Tan. Tell them who you are, because y'all know who he is. You just don't know. You remember Baby Boy? Mm-hmm. Remember the nigga that was fucking the bitch doggy style and told her to put the phone down?
This Chris.
That's Chris right there. That's Tan. Is it a chair for you?
The phone, yeah. I don't know what you want.
Let me see. It'll be easier for you to squeeze in next to Todd right here. It'll be easier to squeeze in right here. Yeah.
Who's tired out the way? I'm sorry about that.
What's up with you, nigga? Oh man, Tan in the building.
Doing too, Tan, man. Peace, God.
What's up, fam?
Yeah.
Peace, man.
Yes, sir, brother.
Yes, sir.
Hey, if y'all don't know, I'm gonna ask him to run the line so y'all know who he is, because this is one of the coldest real nigga lines in movie history, man. Man, if you don't mind, run the line from the movie. So they remember who you are.
All the one told the girl, bitch, get off the phone so I can drop it off in your drawers.
Baby boy.
And you need to tend to your nigga.
Hell yeah.
Also, the Baby Boy song with Tyrese and Snoop Dogg. You know, a few accolades. You know, ain't much though. Yeah, I'm still here though. You hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes,
I'm
sir.
blocking like a pole.
Baby boy. He got one of the most memorable voices in hip hop history, man. Real spit, man. Militia, man. Y'all remember the group Militia?
Burn.
To the sun. Keep burning till it sets on the west side.
Yeah.
It's just,
all
nah,
night.
That was
man.
my Skate Depot song.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
back to
So let me ask you a question. How did you get your first break in the hip hop industry? Like, how did that come for you?
in the hip hop or the acting.
We'll do hip hop first, because that's what led to the acting, or they both happen simultaneously.
Was the diving board for that.
Okay.
Shit, I've been rocking my Fat Pack Sounds thing for a minute. I'm sorry, I didn't know if I cussed.
No, it's all good. Yeah.
But yeah, I've been doing my rapping thing for a minute since high school, and you know I formed the Fat Pack Sounds, which I've been rocking that since back in '91.
Right.
You know what I mean? Not to put my age out there with everybody. We gonna do it because we still here. And you know, I had two other cats that was part of me. You know, one of them live in New Jersey, one of them live. I ain't saw him. You know?
Right.
But then I got with Miss Toy, so it was Mr. Tan and Miss Toy, the Fat Pack. You know what I mean? And now it's migrated to Pack Gang, and I got a whole crew, a slew of other cats right now, man.
Hell
so
yeah.
It's been a while now. It's been a journey. I've been with Taz from the Licks, Exhibit. I've been with Glasses Malone. I've been with Tyrese and Brian McKnight around the world.
Right.
I was the third rapper to ever rap in the Radio City Music Hall.
Oh, wow.
LL and Wyclef first, of course, until they did the award shows there.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Damn, nigga. But he said all these gangster niggas, and then he said Brian McKnight, nigga. How the fuck did that happen, nigga?
That nigga went one more crying, this motherfucker.
One more cry.
Boy, but he puts on a phenomenal show. Man.
He do.
Definitely.
I'm
Pull that
talking
guitar
about,
out.
and if you want a bad motherfucking bitch, that's where you better
Yeah,
go.
you gonna
man.
get him. You gonna get him.
Nice show, man, because it's cracking. But messing with Tyrese, you know what I mean? We had the Watch 2000 album popping, and we went around the world with him. And, you know, Brian McKnight was obviously the headliner.
Right.
You know, but got a chance to hang with him and have Thanksgiving dinner with him and stuff like that.
So you met Tyrese when he had a tongue ring?
I've never seen the tongue ring. I did see the ring in his lip.
Oh, lip ring. There we go. My bad. Lip ring. Yeah.
And in my defense, I didn't like the nigga then. But once I met him, he didn't have it anymore.
Yeah, there we go.
It's crazy because I've never told anybody this story but once just recently, and it wasn't on a podcast or radio show or anything, but since you my dog, I'm going to let it fly.
Straight up.
Even the Licks, it's crazy. When I heard about the Licks, I really wasn't into their type of rap. You know what I mean? I come from the street, I'm gangster rapping, reality rapping.
Right.
And my people was happening that lived in the alley close to us. They brought it to me because they were on it.
Wait, nigga lived in the alley?
No, the alley had the
okay. They got partners living in the alley. Like.
You know what I'm saying? My nigga lived in the house next door to us. It was this alley in Lawndale.
Right.
And long story short, they gave me the CD, and I didn't like it. I flung it out the window. Let's see how the streets feel. You know what I'm saying?
Let's see how the streets feel about it.
Fast forward, I went to New York, drove from New York to Washington. I'm sorry, Taz, you my brother. I shouldn't even put it out there, but I had to do it. Drove to New York, drove to Washington Howard Homecoming, met with Taz and them. Now, mind you, they stayed in our backyard right behind Venice Beach.
Right.
I mean, right behind World on Wheels, off Venice.
Right.
That's what they call the Rollos.
bingo.
They had the spot right there with Quest and all them cats. And rest in peace, B. Finn. And like I said, I drove from New York to Washington, met them cats. The next day, I was on tour with them. They was feeling swag. Fast forward, the same shit happened with Tyrese. I seen the nigga at the House of Blues when we had the House of Blues.
Yeah.
And I wasn't feeling it.
Yeah.
Had a mutual manager later on in life, GP, Greg Parks, and Tyrese CD I wasn't feeling him either. So I flung his shit to the streets too. See how the streets like it. Fast forward, I flew to New York again. Tyrese was stand up in the city. My father lives in Long Island. I got the best of both worlds. My father's there, my mother here.
Right.
Like I said, we had mutual manager in GP. He say he don't like to come outside and stuff. Tan, he really secluded. He'd be up in the hotel room. I said, well, let me just meet the dude.
Right.
We was Showbiz and AG that night. So anyway, we go up there meeting with whatever. He come out to the strip club with us. That very night I met him. The next night, that same night actually, but 5 a.m. we caught a flight to Houston.
Right.
Or it could have been Atlanta. You know what I mean? Don't miscrew that. But I was on the stage with him the very next night. And from that part, I was moving.
Wow.
I fucked with you, Glasses, through my nigga Blaze and Kiki Local.
But
then I end up with Glasses.
Did you throw Glasses CD out the window?
Sir.
Okay.
just had to put that.
This nigga dope as fuck, man. I can't fuck.
You tight.
Yeah.
Long story short, the Licks love him. Tash, my big brother. You know what I'm saying? It's a brother from another mother. Today, I went around the world with him. I also went around the world with Exhibit. I went around the world with Glasses. I went around the world with Tyrese. And then boom, you know what I'm saying? I also had my own crew, the Militia, that we went around the world.
Man.
And I'm back at it, like, you know, popular demand for myself.
Hey, while we telling stories about flinging disc and shit, man, tell them about that time them niggas threw me and your record out the window after they bought it.
What happened?
Oh,
What happened,
shit.
I don't remember nigga throwing my shit out. But okay.
That nigga was some EP me and you put together, nigga. Them niggas.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, the bosses, what were the bosses?
we peeled the dude Dame, you know, we hollering at his
Oh.
and shit.
Yeah.
Slide up on her and shit, made her go in his pocket and buy the record and shit. yeah, put the pressure on him, man.
We did a lot of cold
Yeah, they
things,
split
man.
up. He bit the coat and flung it out the window. Nigga, that's yours. You bumped that. You do what you gotta do.
Really don't care what he did with it.
It's straight.
You know what I'm saying? Really don't care what he did with it at that point. You know what I'm saying?
So, man, how did you develop that ability to network with motherfuckers like that? Because that's a gift that a lot of people don't have. A nigga will be dope at some shit, put years into it, and their ego will tell them that you're submitting if I network with you. Like, I don't want to submit with motherfuckers. I'm competing. I'm the illest nigga. Like, how did you develop the ability to separate yourself from your ego and reach out and connect with motherfuckers?
I always just been a people person. You know, I remember I had the album, Hey People. I'm a people person.
Right.
I think you on that one too. I'm not
Yeah.
sure. But, you know, I always had the ability to be friends and shake hands. My pops always taught me, you know, hug the babies, kiss the ladies, shake hands and make friends.
Right.
You know what I mean? So just through networking and just through my struggles and trials and tribulations, I knew how to adapt and adjust. You know, I went through the whole juvenile hall system and all that shit to where I know how to get in where I fit in.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I guess that pretty much was it.
Yeah, because that's definitely a talent, man. Because some of these niggas that already be on, their egos be crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the fact that you could bridge with a nigga on that level and get shit moving that fast, man, you need to do a master class on that, man.
I just always been cool as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, when you know how we do.
Hell
Pat. I mean,
yeah.
you know, Kraig, you know what I'm
Hell
saying?
yeah.
Y'all probably don't even know that.
Hey,
That's my nigga Pac-Man.
Hey,
Pac-Gang.
straight
You know
out.
what I'm saying?
Straight out,
Real,
man.
I remember when you had I ran into you at the Improv and you was telling me, Tan, you might need to do this comedy shit too.
Yeah, straight
So
out.
I do a little shit all the time before I start off my show now, you know, but I know when you're getting ready to rap and shit, people don't really want to hear too much joking.
Right,
so
right.
boom, I give them a little something and then jump straight into my shit, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah, Blaze, man. Tell the people, man, who you are. It's one of my partners, man. Blaze the guy.
My sahab.
Man, one of the illest rappers, man. Y'all need to know, man. Look him up, Blaze, man. Tell the people where you from, man. And, you know,
I'm from Los Angeles, South Central.
hell yeah, man. And, man, shit. How do we meet, nigga?
Do this nigga right here.
Yeah.
My sahab.
And then how did we meet? I'm trying to remember that.
Player D.
Player D.
Player D, man. Yeah, Brown.
Man.
I remember the first time when we really connected good, you had a party. In Upland? Yeah, y'all remember that, man. That shit was all
Oh, at the Bombay Bistro.
What? No, it was at the house.
At the house. Oh, that's when I.
What?
Oh,
That was like turned in that.
That was 06?
We was turned in that thing.
Okay, man.
Like 06, bro.
Hey, Kraig.
I thought it was before then, but that it would have to be.
You ever dunk on Kraig?
Oh, no.
Hey,
Two
come on.
niggas-
You gotta have dunk. You had to have dunk on this motherfucker
Nah.
at least three times.
Only two motherfuckers dunked on me.
Who?
The white boy Casey Jacobson called me and helped. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
Yeah, he called me and helped defense. Help is if you don't know hoop, that's when.
yeah, that one kind of count. That don't really count when you call help.
I mean, it count, nigga. I didn't jump, but nigga, if they took a picture, I'm like this.
You better than me though, Kraig, because I would have got out the way.
Hey,
Just let me know you finna dunk on me.
Hell
'cause
yeah.
I'm finna leave and let you do it. I'm telling you, for real.
And Chris Webber banged on me
Ooh, wow,
in
that was a good
a
one.
pickup game. You know what I'm saying?
But that was, that, you know,
Okay,
that ain't normal.
ain't nothing to
You
get
know what I'm saying?
No, but I was a hog, nigga. I don't give a fuck if you play in the NBA or not, nigga. I was gonna give you the motherfucking, you know. I gonna give, yeah. But
But I can say that ain't no bad motherfucker to be getting dunked on.
Chris
You know,
Webber,
that
that's
time.
it.
Yeah, he caught me.
Ain't no jokes in that.
I still ain't forgave the nigga. Fuck Chris Webber. Man.
Say nigga wouldn't make some spring boots so just so you can catch his ass again.
I don't even go to Sacramento because of that nigga. I don't even acknowledge the Bay.
Fuck the Fab Four.
You know what I'm saying? Man, but Blaze, man. So, man, I'm trying to figure out the best way to get people to understand Blaze, because every nigga in this room that I'm talking to has contributed to my life directly or indirectly. They don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Blaze is like a nigga that I really, he like family. I got a lot of love for him, and you know what I'm saying. I learned a lot about bitches fucking with Blaze, man. You know what I'm saying? Blaze not one of hey, Blaze not one of my bitches, right?
I know
yeah. Had me looking like a straight goofy, right?
But you, in his defense, you told him to.
Yeah, no, yeah. But I didn't know it was gonna go down like that.
Like damn.
Hey man, tell a story.
And shit, man.
No,
it was more like, hey, you gonna finish them chips?
I'll take care of it.
Right. So if I say I had a snack, I still gotta say that I got it from Pac. You know what I mean? I had permission, man.
Yeah.
Man,
that's why I said I knew the story. Nigga.
Yeah.
He asked for permission.
Yeah.
The bitch was gonna bite.
No. But when I brought the little bitches around, because I just met her the night before. It wasn't like it was my bitch. Let me correct that. But, you know what I'm saying? What you got to understand is when you get around pimping.
Whatever is inside her gonna come out.
No, because some niggas just fuck bitches and other niggas get a little bit more out of broad. You feel what I'm saying? So he came to me and he pimped the bitch through me. This what he Blaze came. That nigga puppet pimped me. But it was beautiful how he did it. So I bring the bitch, we all chilling. I meet him at the studio. And he, Blaze come to me. You know what I'm saying? We in the studio because that's what we did. We used to just do music. We was always on the music shit. And we was leaving the studio. He came to me. He hit me with the player tap. And he was like, man, I think, you know what I'm saying? I forget the words you said, but he's like, man, I think Houston, we may have a problem. And I'm like, what's going on, Blaze? And then he ran it down to me. And he ran it down to me. He said, man, I think your bitch is our bitch. Because
she kind of like both of us. She kind of like both of us.
Since I got three stomped down players in here. When you see a bitch, how can you tell if that nigga's bitch is our bitch or she gonna be my bitch? Like, what do you see in the broad where you know this bitch gonna sway?
Bitch is giving too much eye contact.
There it is.
First and foremost, man, too much contact, bro.
Treat them like you meet them.
Bitch, I done went by the business, brush past me too close. Any old thing, man. You know, anything can happen, man. But at the end of the day, man, you know, you just tell a nigga we nigga-in-laws. Nigga-in-laws. We sharing this pussy.
Nigga-in-laws.
So what did you see? Because I learned a lesson, and I've been doing the same type of shit. He taught me a lesson.
It's regular business, man. It was talent. He had some talent. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the business. You know what I mean? You know, like you said earlier, Brian McKnight and all them gangsters. Some people belong in other crews and on other labels, and you know what I mean?
Right.
I'm like, man, you know, she with it. Maybe she belongs on over here.
Yeah.
She with it.
Yeah, she belongs on this label over here or something. I don't know. You know.
Man.
But
I'll give her back to you gladly.
Yeah, no, look, I fed her and took her home. We fucked her.
So you want some Carl's Jr.
yeah, soda and nuggets.
People would teach you how to treat them though.
Yeah.
Right off the rip.
Yeah.
That eye contact could give it away every time. And you know, when you in the room, I think especially if you a shark, you get to looking to see little ins and outs. Like, dang, she laughing a little too hard at the jokes.
Right.
It's a little bit too much eye contact. Why she brush it be like that?
She counting my teeth.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But you know, it's two different types of. Well, it's more than two different types of bitches, but it's two different types of niggas that get at bitches. It's niggas that fuck bitches, and it's niggas that fuck bitches out of money. You feel what I'm saying? The type of niggas that I came up around with, pussy is really like the fourth or fifth thing on the list, and it may not even make the list depending on the bitch I'm dealing with. She may not even deserve dick.
Goddamn right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Don't understand that part.
So the niggas some of the niggas I've been around, they'll starve a bitch out some dick. I don't give a fuck how bad you is, bitch. If you're not submitting or going with the program, what do I need you for?
Hey, I'm one of them.
So how do you decipher between a bitch that deserves to get some dick and a bitch that need to be running and getting that money?
In the field that the nigga was playing in at that time, you know what I mean? If she stacked it up correctly, that's how you may get some. If she didn't, you weren't getting none, period, with me. And in some cases, you stacked it up and still didn't get none. So, you know what I mean? It's hard to decipher that, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's just in the woman, too, man, you know what I mean?
You think it's dependent on the type of woman, how she shows herself, what kind of hands she show off rip?
Absolutely. If she not that type of woman that I want to touch. See, I'm the type of nigga that, you know, I like females. If some of them might bust the bumps on my face, some of them might clip my nails, some of them might do, you know, my toenails.
Right.
You know, everybody, different strokes for different folks. Everybody ain't meant for it.
Right.
That's it. That's all, man. Some deals is just piece of shit to go get some chips.
Right.
Some of them ain't nothing, man.
Right.
Some of them, after they get that bag up, that I didn't like you or some way you smelt funny,
right.
I might tell you, get out and get them pack of blunts real quick.
Yeah.
As soon as she get out and get them blunts, I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Hell
It just depends on the leisure of the woman.
Right. So do you think that a man, I'm gonna ask you, Blake, you think a man trying to fuck a woman is a weakness? Like sexually, like that's all he's about is trying to smash bitches. Do you feel like that's a weak nigga?
You chasing putty. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Putty tap.
Yeah, that's, you know.
What's weak about it? Why is it weak?
Lack of self-discipline.
Yeah, it's a lack of self-discipline, you know what I mean? And you know, we came up, you know, the more you had, the cooler you was, but that's because most of us came up backwards, man. You know, what we got is the same thing they got, man. We got gold.
Right.
So the more you give out, the broker you are. So,
Right.
I never played Peter the leader. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
I always
right.
had a mission. I'm always doing something. You know. So yeah, they got to be adding to that because you know, adding to me is adding to herself.
Man.
They don't care about
I always felt like I didn't care what a nigga had anyway because a bitch can jump out a nigga Bentley and shit, and I jump out the bucket. It ain't the car, it's the star.
Right,
You know
right,
what I'm saying? I'm gonna kill this punk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, she gonna come blow me just like she just did you. You just did too much. But then in hindsight, I got a couple of people in my life that, you know, older cats and shit, and they tell me it ain't tricking if you got it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So without no them, sometimes wouldn't be no me.
Right.
But it's cool because at least I learned game from them too. If you go do what you go do, then you pay the deal. I learned, but I also hold on real quick, Blaine. I also learned that if you get that deal, her chips for that dip, she ain't finna be calling, blowing up your phone and shit.
Right.
So it's a double standard.
Well, you
know,
gotta
it's
explain
just
something to the
lifestyle
squares.
we were living.
Explain something to the squares watching. When you say giving her the chips for her dip, what are you referring to?
That pootie time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that shit don't matter because at some form of fashion, most niggas that wasn't even, you know, rocking like me, you paying for pussy anyway. When you
Right.
go to dinner, you get condoms, you get blunts, you get drink, you get the room. What the fuck did she do then?
Right.
So I always was the nigga to speak first. I always believe genuinely that the person who asks first is the person that will receive.
Right.
Facts.
I'm with that.
You know what I'm
100%.
saying? So, yeah.
But okay, everybody could chime in on this. What kicked that into gear? Like, what did you see in life that took you off that regular, everyday, you know, regular square path of thinking to where you are now? Was it a particular bitch that broke your heart? Was it did somebody give you the game? Did you just figure it out? You know, you stumbled up on it. Like, what put you into that mind frame to think how y'all think now?
Shit. Go ahead, B.
Got to be in you.
Yeah, they know you. See,
you got, you know, everybody don't know their worth. You know what I mean? And everybody ain't worth something. You know what I mean? So
real talk.
Yeah. So you know.
when I got in that field, it was just like nigga was already running that world, like I told you.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you can't fuck them all. Well,
Right.
you can try.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? It don't mean nothing, man. You just throwing your dick at party.
Right.
Now at the end of the day, that motherfucker ain't gonna stand up when you get a fucking high up in age.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
yeah, I just start figuring it out fast that I need to get this cash out of ass. You know what I mean?
So Sugar Free told a story about what really just made him jump all the way into pimping is he was fucking with this broad, and they broke up, and she kept his son. She kept his son from him. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? He said that was like the event. Was like this motherfucker just not gonna let me see my son. You know what I mean? He said that's when he just went full fledged. Like that was his thing. So, is there anything like that catapulted you? Maybe a
My
bad.
father always was on one though. You know what I'm saying? They called him King BB. He used to live up in Hollywood and shit. He had a bunch of snow and white funky honkies and all that old shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But one time when I was little, my mama slapped me under the table because I came home from him saying pimps up, hoes down.
Yeah.
I was probably 5 years old or something like that. So it
Yeah.
probably was just embedded in me, like Blaze said. It wasn't on me, it was in me.
Right.
I only ever had I felt like my heart was broke was when I made my daughter, and I really was trying to do something. You know my baby mom.
Yeah.
You know, like my daughter mom. But I felt like I was trying to do something, and I was disappointed in the end. You
Man.
know what I mean? But after that, though, I took that shit off, man, and went running full-fledged still. Because I was already getting cracking with her in a different level.
Right.
Making sure I got the bag out of her. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
I don't know, man. It's all kind of ways to do what we do, though, y'all, man. You know, nurses, doctors, lawyers.
Yeah,
You know, I
yeah.
don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm with it if you with it.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
man.
talking
It
about.
ain't about just walking no blaze and the internet and all that old shit.
Yeah,
It's about
yeah.
every fucking form of fashion. You know, if you got a real one, you know, keep one. But they always say one good one is better than 4 bad ones. You know what I'm saying? So I just pay attention to that, man. I had to let it go, though, because everybody was asking me, Tan, is you pimping or is it rapping? I got to say, you know, I'm still at it. That's
Yeah.
all, too.
That's what I'm talking about. So one thing that I was talking to Blaze and D about last night is like, you don't really have to be a pimp to benefit from that mentality. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you take that mentality and win in everyday life, Blaze? Like, coming from that background, how do you apply that to your everyday life and win?
It's all the same thing, you know. Yeah, people value things that they can't have easy access to. You know what I'm saying? So you know, a woman, good-looking woman, walking the room, everybody's saying the same thing. She hearing the same shit all day, every day. You know what I mean? So you got to separate yourself. You know, I touch them in places that the average man can't. You know what I mean?
Right.
Shit, Blaze.
Yeah.
That's their mind, B.
Yeah, I ain't sword measuring and nothing. That everybody got that. Everybody doing that. But you know, you know, I'm in their mind, man, and you know, yeah.
All right, so it's an average looking nigga. He want this bad bitch, but he square as a motherfucker, and he don't really know how to go about getting her in the right way. How do we take an average looking nigga that want a bad bitch and make him get and mold his mind so he can get that broad?
Man, that nigga better get some good credit or something. Get a loan.
So you can't get a bad bitch if you ain't got no money. You
That's
can't.
a lie. That's a lie. And around the corner, that's a lie. You and I both know that.
I'm
A
just
lot of
saying.
dudes is just intimidated to talk to a pretty woman like that, or what they consider as a pretty woman. To me, if you look at a pretty bitch long enough, something wrong with her too. Her ill might, you know. I don't fucking know. But there's something wrong with all of them, man. You know what I'm saying? There's something wrong with all of us.
Right.
Say that,
Hey,
but
the finest one in the world, man.
toes
Somebody
hanging off her
hate
shoes.
her guts.
Yeah.
Somebody
Yeah.
can't stand her ass. So you know what I mean? Yeah.
She
Actually,
probably
this is the first
insecure.
podcast that I got to sit down and talk this talk.
Man, this is
and I
what we.
really appreciate it.
It's all love.
Because everybody know this shit about me, so they get to hear it.
Yeah, about shit. I talk that real on here, man. One thing I want is the younger. I talk to the younger me when I do this show, the 18-year-old me. How do I get to this point better? You feel what I'm saying? So if you're watching and you're young and you know what I'm saying, you can get some game from it. So you telling me that confidence, or am I assuming for a regular nigga to get a bad bitch, all he got to do is be willing to talk to her?
be confident, because some of these niggas are scared to talk to her.
Man.
Y'all ain't noticed that being in these different places we done been.
Yeah.
That motherfuckers be scared to talk to that bitch. Me, I'm the exact opposite.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
wait a minute, I might assess it for a second.
Yeah.
I'm finna get up in her ear. I'm finna tell her what she want to hear.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
all it
Walking
is.
up to him, asking him what their IG is. What's
Yeah.
your IG?
Yeah.
That's
So I can dance in that
of mine
DM.
right now, bro.
Huh?
That's a pet peeve of mine.
Facts.
For real, I hate it.
I feel you.
Tan definitely motivated me a lot too. He an action hero, man. Tan and jumped
All
out.
three of us, man.
Hell yeah.
This nigga ain't got no fresh shit today. He don't give a fuck, man. He just, get right to it. And everybody assume that somebody's saying something to this woman all day, every day. But the actuality is everybody's scared to death, and she ain't heard too much of nothing,
Right.
So,
Beating around the bush.
Yeah, some beating around the bush.
I had an older cousin, man. My older cousin, he was just, and the nigga was always like, look, when you're out and about, you warm up on the ones that's insecure, the big ones, the ugly ones. You warm up on them. But the nigga would just say the most outlandish shit. And he's like, if you get them laughing, you know what I'm saying? You show them that you confident regardless, then that's how you end. And
Right.
that nigga be walking
As
like,
soon as they crack a smile.
It's over with.
facts.
Hey, I don't even separate them. It ain't no big
Blaze
ones,
don't care.
fine ones.
Blaze don't care.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I
I
like
talk
that
to
from
them
him.
all the same, man. They all the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you just talk.
Let it breathe.
Yeah.
Man, that's some important thing, man. When you take that power away, so you saying, because now we talking the form. Well, macking and pimping is different, right? But you know what I'm saying. So you speaking from the perspective of a Mac right now. You know what I'm saying?
That's the only thing I would consider myself, man. A master at communication, man. Right. And that's on all walks of life, man. With my business, with my family, communication is the key. So a lot of people can't do that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you got to be able to articulate, what you want out of any deal.
Right.
Whether it be a woman, whether it be a item you want to purchase, you got to know how to do it. So
Right. It's interesting that you refer to dealing with a woman as a deal, because that's exactly one of the elements of dealing with a woman long term. It's a business transaction. Even if it ain't no pimping going on, it's money being spent, it's bills being paid.
That's why I was trying to say earlier, though. Okay, I was trying to say that, either way it go, you still spinning.
Right.
Every fashion, we all doing it. Just hopefully it's reciprocated and coming back to one another.
Right.
You know what I mean? And if it's equal, then it's all love.
Now let me ask you a real question. Would you want your daughters to be with a nigga like you?
Yeah.
Why? Okay.
A go-getter, for sure.
A go-getter? Okay.
For sure.
Just a straight up honest person, you know what I mean?
So your daughter walk in the house and she with a nigga that got pimping all over him. And this is her dude.
Well, I'm going to have to sit the nigga down. I'm definitely going to have to sit the nigga down. I mean, I'm being real, though.
because you will see it quick. You will see it in a heartbeat. Like, wait, hold on.
But I damn sure want my daughter with somebody such as her father.
Definitely.
A strong black man that's willing to go get it.
There we
I
go.
always made sure she had on Nikes. Goddamn it, and not just fried rice her whole life. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
He's gonna say,
when you
Blake.
say pimping, man, it's like we was young, man. We didn't really. It's like my brothers gang bang, and you know what I mean, and they so dope. I'm so pussy. We all idiots. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Nobody better than the other, but we just young and doing crazy shit. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? We got to evolve to be men, and that's what it's about, man.
Let me say this real quick.
that's real
man,
talk.
'cause I don't think they understand that we got 1.8 thousand motherfuckers. That nigga's stupid.
They say Blaze is in the WC.
I wasn't gonna read it, man. Craig Smith, ladies and gentlemen. Nah, but we got 1.8 thousand people in the chat, bro. We only got like 600 likes, man. That's fucking crazy.
Oh, that's some wild shit.
I know
Y'all
there ain't
playing.
1,200 punk motherfuckers in our chat. No, there ain't 1,200 of y'all niggas that's bitch niggas.
What is we doing, man?
People, come on, yo, let's go.
Let's get this up to 2,000-3,000 people, man. I need 1,000 likes before we go to a commercial break, man. Stop playing. Okay, who did I just ask?
You was asking Blaze, he just reiterated.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn, that shit threw my concentration off. Okay. So, now we talking to women. So let's get some advice to the women out there. How would you tell a woman with a good sound mind, how would you teach her how to pick a good nigga for herself? What's step one in that?
Look at me. I'm just saying. A good man is, is always visible too, just like a pretty woman is visible. If you see the way he conduct himself and carry himself and such, then you know what I'm saying, you kind of can cater to it. But also don't be so quick to judge the outer appearance because love is from the inner.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I would say, to add to that, I would say, understand your role as a woman and your position in life, and understanding you, then you know what role a man plays in your life. You know what I mean?
Right.
You get close to it. Yeah. So, and it goes the other way with a man too. Know what your role and job is as a man.
Right.
Then you will know what to do with a real woman when you run into her.
Absolutely.
Man, that's okay.
Y'all dig that? Chime in on that. Jack and Jackie.
It's straight up and down. Jackie,
Push up. Yeah.
Damn, so she got to know herself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think
Todd don't know what's going on.
You're talking about women. I don't know. I've heard of them.
I don't know what you don't know.
Niggas is retarded.
Hell yeah.
They judge you by that T-shirt, man.
Yeah.
Get him, Todd. Get him.
The nigga with the bulletproof sunglasses.
Tajik with the fire.
Oh, that's funny to the motherfucker. Yeah, man.
This sound like Charlie Brown, mama to Todd.
Hey, Todd, you ain't never won with a bitch, huh?
The game of spades.
I'm out there married. You still haven't been chose yet.
Hey, Todd did right by not responding none of that shit he was talking about. I'm being honest. You might get cut tonight. On that couch,
That nigga been with his wife 10 years and still ain't got no pussy.
Is it gonna be tonight?
She been giving that nigga ass all this time. We didn't even know. Nigga know he been hitting ass.
Nigga been getting handies the whole time?
That nigga didn't know he was.
And it's 2021, so he don't know that there's absolutely no benefit to a man to be married.
Right.
Nothing, man. Only a chance of loss.
Either way, you say there's no benefit for a man to be married in 2021?
None. You tell me one. One thing you can get from your wife that I couldn't get from a girlfriend.
Everyday availability.
A girlfriend.
Really? Okay, cool. Somebody who said that they're going to be with you until they die in front of God.
A girlfriend.
Some people don't believe
They
in
the best liars in the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got a 60% divorce rate, huh?
Oh, man.
The divorce rate is up there.
Anything else?
So,
All I want is one.
hold on, Blade.
You give me
Blade,
one
I'm
up
trying
there.
to see, Blade. Hold on, Blade.
He said Blade. That nigga said Blade.
That's kind of right. After the pandemic, divorce rate's up there.
Divorce rates is up because motherfuckers can't, they ain't got their whole shit together.
Motherfuckers is dying. Yeah, motherfuckers is dying. That's why.
And they be stuck.
Right.
What you act like when
And they make jobs for spouses to go out, man, fuck away from each
Right.
other for a little while.
You get legacy. You know what I'm saying? You can't get legacy from no girlfriend.
Why not? Yeah.
You get your kid and your family name and all that shit. That don't mean nothing to y'all niggas. Y'all rather pimping.
She gonna change her last name in the court.
Facts, Todd.
So you talking about business? That's a legacy, a fancy word for business.
Thank you.
You can do business with a girlfriend.
Yes.
You can start an LLC called Me and My Bitch,
Right.
and whatever you want her to have, you can run it through Me and My Bitch.
Me and my bitch Smith.
Straight up.
So you saying that like,
Come on,
with all the girls that you was talking about, y'all sharing all of these women and pimping and all this shit.
No,
So
we talking about girlfriend. Like you said.
That nigga went back to the criminal shit.
He said so when you were gangbanging.
He
So when you killed that nigga, how did that nigga die?
Hey, Todd, let me help you out. Hey, Todd, let me help you out, Todd. Let me help you out.
Hold on, the square speaking square.
Yeah, square, yeah. Let me help you out.
I asked my wife.
I was hoping you can. Okay, DMX.
Let's do it.
Look what happened. Do you see what happened this week with DMX?
The nigga's dead.
No, what is his assets? Yeah.
Ain't shit happened with the nigga. He go.
Yeah. That's my point. That's my point.
Oh, yeah.
That's my point.
Go ahead.
All the work that man put in, his money about to go to white folks.
Really? It's not
his girlfriend, because let's just tell the truth. Niggas that ain't getting married is not about to form an LLC. It's just not going to happen. So what ends up happening is you got. I mean, with the woman. I'm talking about with women and where to put everything.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about.
But nigga, you talking
Prince
about
didn't even do that, nigga. So let's just tell the truth.
But you saying niggas ain't gonna do the right thing.
No,
but some will.
No. I don't call it doing the right thing. Look, you don't know when you're gonna die.
That's the intricate.
I know. Let me finish. Let me finish. Prince didn't know he's gonna die in that elevator. You know what I mean? DMX didn't know he's gonna die. But because these men didn't have they paperwork right, they money about to go back to all these white folks instead of the people he don't fuck with like that. And this happens all the time. When you don't take care of your shit, your money and your legacy, all the shit that you work for, go to people that you don't even fuck with like that.
I get you, but you can.
So I just wanted to give one answer. Because I'm the kind of person, I don't give a shit. If you ain't got that one woman that you really fuck with like that, don't get married. You know what I mean? I'm cool with people saying single their whole life. Right. But also, I'm not one to argue on what you should do, what you shouldn't do.
Well, it ain't single.
But what I'm saying is this: when your shit ain't right, all that shit that you work for ain't gonna go right. And the reason why other groups keep winning is because they can pass down generational wealth.
Well, let me ask you a question.
That's the legacy.
That's the one thing for me. After that, you do what you want to do.
If you ain't got your business in order, you just ain't got your fucking business in order. You don't matter
like,
you can't blame.
I need you to clarify something. Because it sounds like you're saying that in order to have your business together, that you and your wife have to be married in order to leave her. Okay, so
I'm saying motherfuckers don't take care of business. All I'm saying is this:
it sounds like your wife is watching this podcast.
She in the car waiting on
you. You better be politically correct.
She probably is.
That's fucked up.
A fool is a fool, though, whether he married or he got a girlfriend. So if you ain't got your shit together, you ain't got your shit together.
But I wouldn't necessarily call Prince a fool.
No.
You know what I mean?
But he's a fool because he have his business together.
But who he is. Michael Jackson, I wouldn't call Michael Jackson a fool.
Shit, I would.
I mean, because he had all their business together, but because there was no woman that he was tied to that he trusted, all of the shit got filtered back out to people he don't fuck with.
When you say that,
and it's going on with DMX right now.
When y'all say that, though, y'all making it sound like you have to have a woman to give you that type of motherfucker.
No, I didn't say that.
That's not true, bro.
But no, you can't.
Like he said, get our business affairs in our order ourselves.
I want to be very clear. I want to be very clear. Don't put words in my mouth. What I'm saying is this: if people actually did take care of business, A1, go ahead and do it. What I'm saying is this: people don't. I'm not going with fantasy. I don't fuck with fantasy. Right. I deal with life and how it actually works.
This nigga's a goddamn lie. I was at his office the other day. He was watching cartoons.
He was.
I don't deal with
Looney Tunes.
He's a motherfucking liar.
I had Looney Tunes on. I only deal in reality. Yeah, so go ahead.
But staying right there with you, you know, those other people win and build. It's not because they married. Yeah, it's because they got education. You know, the white woman has a different level of education than the black woman. See,
black women got higher education than white women.
Well, no, I'm saying real education. I ain't talking about paperwork, this schooling and all. I'm talking about real education. You don't think Becky know that Darren is nailing one of them secretaries, or they going to the strip club after them CEO meetings? They know. They're not tripping off of that.
Go, baby.
You know what I'm saying? Unless you fuck with the main thing a woman should be worried about is her security. See, they ain't gonna nail that broad, give her a couple of coins and that's it. She not getting the house. She not getting, you know what I'm saying? It's not interfering with her security. So she ain't tripping off of that in terms of divorce. He might not get no home cooked meal for a week. He might not get that cookie for a week, but they're not going to divorce. Now, a black woman if she smell some other pussy on you, it ain't even, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you could have say, baby, she gave me $2 million for this dick, and I'm bringing it home to you. She don't give a fuck about nothing, nigga. You and that bitch can get the fuck out, and that's it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want.
They smart. They smart in that sense. You know
I don't
want
to get it like these white folks dumb motherfuckers. I don't want to give them too much goddamn.
Yeah,
but here's this. Here's one thing that they do know. Because the whole reason why they set up the whole marriage thing is for legacy. It's really a business transaction. It really ain't all that love shit. That come and go.
Right.
It's a business relationship. Right. And the reason why you see the wealthy people constantly getting married is because they know where they want the money to go. The reason why you see like poor white folks, they raise they dusty, sorry, trashy ass women to go look for the biggest football player. They only go into college to get one of these dumb niggas to get that money, to get that bread.
You said it. That's smart right there. You said it. You know, our women don't look for that security. Our women is looking for some 6-minute abs. You know what I mean? Some Versace.
I got my girl even going to school for business. Yeah. Just in order to keep me on top of my business, and we both are studying it at the same time. Right. Because I want my girl to be able to back me as well.
That nigga going to school the same way niggas find out if they got something. My girl get tested. If she good, I'm good.
I'm good. I know what my business is. We both good.
We got it down.
Make sure we good.
We're good. That nigga got a degree through his bra. That's what it is. Motherfucker.
I'm living Black Harris. I'm on the same way. Your degree.
But at the end of the day, I want her to know if I'm fucking up and slipping somewhere, to where she can help me too if I am, because that goes back to what we're talking about, that people don't even understand that. You know what I mean? But I'm sharp enough to know that I want my bitch to be sharp too.
But see, you a man that's on this game.
Yeah.
What Dewan is talking about, the average man who not on this game, not taking care of business, not knowing. I mean, you could be 50. You don't know when you're gonna pass. Chris didn't know he was gonna pass in that elevator. When you don't have somebody on your team like that, your business immediately goes to the public, probate, all that other stuff. But if you got somebody on your team, somebody on your team, it's a little bit more of it has to go to the spouse first before it goes to the
but it's like a situation where, you know, I mean, a lot of the time they can go to the spouse and she don't know what the fuck she doing with the money. So what I'm saying is this. I feel what Dewan is talking about as far as business, and because we used to do that shit in Kemet. You know what I'm saying? We used to marry motherfuckers just so they can get into the world shit, that we can get property. Okay, this is my girl, this is my wife now. Right. You know what I'm saying? So now she gets the property.
It's about land rights.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's what we started that shit. So black women was always on that shit from the beginning of time, goddamn near. You know what I'm saying? So we was already on that shit. Americanized black women, that's what we need to talk about. Like now the society is built for a woman to have everything. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like,
to me, you're not black because you're black. You got to have a black mind.
That's what I mean.
So
European like motherfucker.
Yeah.
So could a white woman have a black mind?
A white woman's mind could be had by a black man for sure.
Yeah.
And she could produce black offspring, but genetically, it would be impossible for her to be black. But she can develop empathy for a black conscience, I think. But in the end, I think self-preservation beats everything, and I think in the end, she's gonna be white.
White women can be weaponized. Yes,
but they can be weapons. What I'm saying.
Yes, they can.
Most definitely. Any woman of any race, ours get taken all the time.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah. Hypnotized to what we got going on right now, man.
Most
Americanized.
Yeah, I mean, well, the weave was the start of it.
I'm talking about.
It's so many different levels to
I fucking hate them.
You know, but I can't stand them, man. I can't stand them weave.
I can't stand a female to tell you that you fake. A nigga is fake when everything about you is fake right now. Fake weave, nails, eyelashes, toenails. I mean, come on, man. Titties, lips, and you got the nerve to say we fake? Nigga, please.
Eyebrows, lashes.
Yeah, that's some real shit.
A good woman at the end of the day, she can have your back like no other. You know what I mean? Because I know everybody got their own experiences, so I can only speak from my own experience. Like I saw how my grandmother had my grandfather's back, how my mom has my dad's back, how my sister has her husband's back, how my wife's parents had. I've only seen successful marriages.
Right.
I've never experienced divorce in my life.
Right.
Not from a parent, not from nobody in my life. So I've only seen men doing their thing. Then the reason why they've been able to do their thing is because they got a woman that's over there catching them darts left and right for him that he never feels. So if you open yourself to it, you can get it. Right. Law of attraction. So you open your mind to it, you can get whatever you want. So I'm just throwing that out there for those who may have a little bit of jaded. Because I know everybody got different experiences, and I can't judge a nigga that got a different experience than me.
You're not gonna find your broad on Discover on Instagram.
Yeah.
Not on that front page.
But I think it goes back to what my man was talking about in reference to how you pick, like a woman to tell you from the beginning who she is and what she's about. She'll show you her card. Like my parents been married for 47 years. My grandparents was married for 65. And then my whole dad's side of the family, they all married to the same man. I never saw divorce. But I looked at, and my pops told me, he was like, it's just how you pick.
Right.
Yeah.
It's how you pick from Jump Street.
I'm going to say this. And I don't know nobody. I know a couple of dudes in here, but I bet y'all the only two got that story out of the rest of us. I mean, you know, and it's a dope story. And if I could find one, man, that's what I'm gonna teach my son. What you saying and what you know what I mean.
I've seen
But it
Wow.
don't happen. You know,
I didn't pick how my dad picked.
But like for me, that the one reason why I do one reason thing that got me into studying racism as hard as I did is what happened. Yeah. How do we go from there to here? Yeah. And so I don't, even when I look at people who've had different experiences, I still don't look at you. I look at the system people was put up under. When the man's like one reason why my parents my parents never went through that whole we losing money. I lost my job. Yeah. My dad had the same job he had when I was born that he retired on. Same thing with my mom. Yeah. So we didn't have the economic factors that caused other relationships to split. Exactly. There's other people that would have had great relationships, but because this country decided to take all of our jobs and send them to China, niggas can't bring in no money. The government said, "Here, I got the money for you, bitch," and it drove a wedge in our family. So we always got to keep sight of the economic factors that drove wedges. It's not that our people was crazy. Yeah. They were dealing with shit that anybody go broke, nigga, you probably gonna get a divorce. So I'm lucky.
Niggas became shiny like what, 76, 77?
Yes.
Perms and shit.
The Superfly era.
Shiny.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's partially correct. Yeah. That's partially correct.
Niggas were shiny before that?
I mean, that's when the whole I'm
talking about not like I'm talking about like that type of nigga, like the hard working man wasn't looked at. Like, you know, you had nigga.
They would look at the pimp. He said that. My dad said that. My dad graduated in 71. He said this. My dad tells me this all the time. He said in the 60s we saw Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. We thought when they signed that civil rights bill, we thought that we got something. So he said when the Mac came out, when the Superfly came out, when Shaft came out, he said niggas went one of them three paths. The straight ahead nigga was more like Shaft. He was a cop or probably went to college. Mm-hmm. Then you had the niggas that was the Mac, and you had that was Goldie, and you had the niggas that was Superfly. He said 72, all them niggas start putting the Lord Jesus. They called him the Lord Jesus, that perm. Right. He said in LA they called it the Lord Jesus. So niggas in 72 started putting that Lord Jesus in their head, and they was like, nigga, fuck all this. Our parents finished fighting, nigga. It's time to party.
But
niggas got shiny.
The correlation became cinematic. It's the movie, but it's in the hood. That's always been a factor. Yeah. All the fly niggas permed out have been around since the 1920s. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that mentality has always been here. Niggas forget. Malcolm X was pimping.
It was him. That's what it became.
He got crack pimping a bitch with Red Fox.
But see, they still was looked at
on everything.
But see, they still come to the barbecues and they not looked at as this.
Yeah.
The nigga with the job and the working at the plant, they was looked at as like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Then around the time I'm talking about is when like, oh girl,
it's when the movies came into play.
That's when they changed perception.
But it was also a system that propagated women to stay at home and not get a man. Right. And you know, if you can be a welfare, but you got to do it at the house, then it's gonna be less money. But if you're at the house by yourself with a bunch of kids, then we gonna keep sending you this money. Yeah.
And that's when because before that ratchet behavior was kind of around, but it wasn't really around like that.
But it became.
It was around something like that.
Called something else.
Not like that.
It was less talked about.
Now the cameras on it.
Yeah. Back in the day, man.
Hey, listen. It was ratchet before we was born.
Right.
Been the same thing.
It ain't nothing worse than finding out somebody's granny was a hoe. Like, damn, your granny got 6 baby daddy. She was out here.
Damn, nigga.
But
Granny was on one like that.
Granny was on one.
But look though,
I'm always saying.
She wasn't always saying, right.
That's funny as fuck. That's
it being cinematic correlates, and this is why it correlates. I'm gonna jump from one thing to the next. So I forget the name of the study, right? But there's an actual complex that a lot of people who are hard of hearing have, right? Mm-hmm. When they watch TV and they watch movies, they see subtitles, and a lot of times they mimic the behavior of the characters in the subtitles because that's what they know of. When they try to build with people who can hear, they mimic what they read in the subtitles, right? And this is what I mean by like they'll mimic the what the fuck is that called? Cadence. Not the cadence. They think action. Right, but when the person writing the shit writes it as a character, right, and that character has a certain set of traits that are over. That you have to improv right. But they play it up. So how can?
No, I get it. It's almost like the difference between the conversation and reading a text message.
Right. So deaf people are mimicking the over sensationalized version of things when they try to deal with people who can hear. Right. So I think that translation happened when movies became cinematic because people start acting like the characters that are written into the movies.
That's a good translation.
You know
a lot of people do that,
right? And that's why everybody's telling. That's why everybody's right because if these characters were always around, because because these people are always around, that's what makes you able to create a Goldie character, which is extra on top. But then once people seeing is believing. Right. Once people keep seeing things, you it's naturally human. To mimic your environment and mimic what you see the most.
That started with Birth of a Nation. When Birth of a Nation came out.
Just sit there and watch you, man.
Watch everything.
But like, what you looking at?
But also too, like it mimicking a movie. The movie and the people who create the movie want the movie and the character to be seen, right? So when you start to mimic that. Now, what makes what makes it different than way back in the day is that the pimps and the hustlers didn't want to be seen back in the day. But now the niggas mimicking the pimps and the hustlers in the movie want to be seen. And that's what makes it. You feel what I'm saying?
That's what. Same with the gangster shit now. Now gangsters are clout chasing on Instagram.
Now that graduated to our music though.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Because the movies we didn't get Colors to 80 something. 80 something. That's when Colors came out.
88.
So we got from what's the gangster movie before that would influence?
Okay, this is
that's what I'm saying. Then
hold on,
it was breaking before niggas was dancing before that.
Tam might be able to remember this movie. First gangster movie in theaters that depicted L.A. blood and Crip culture was Denzel Washington's first leading role. He played a teacher. I just don't remember the name of the movie.
Was it Mr. McAfee?
I saw that the other day.
Devil in the Blue Dress?
I just saw that the other day. Beat up at school.
Yeah.
Mr. McAfee, he was taking that Crenshaw High. He was the Crenshaw High.
Right.
It was a reenacting of the Crenshaw High.
Is that the name of the movie?
His name is Miss McKenna. The dude's name was McKenna, but I forgot the name of the movie.
But that's the first movie that I can remember that accurately depicted life as a growing up in a blood and Crip environment in the 80s. That was probably that was 83 or 82, I think, right? When did that movie come out?
I'm looking it up right now.
Googling it right now.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now.
Do your Googles.
I forgot that shit, man.
I literally just saw that movie the other day, bro.
Hard lessons. You're right.
Because
hard lessons.
Yeah.
Because you're right about that. Because like when Colors came out, I remember being raised in South Central LA when the movie came out, and we talk about the gang. I remember the gangsters. You could walk through LA. Niggas wasn't all the way out there like that. They weren't trying to. The movie Colors kind of made it seem as if these motherfuckers was going around with these big ass red rags all the time. And I grew up in the J's. I never saw that. But once
I grew up on
I'm talking about before Colors. Yeah. After Colors, I saw the shit all the goddamn time.
But it was already cracking though.
No. I said it was cracking, but I'm saying, but niggas weren't advertising it like that.
Well, on the east side they was though, bro. It was going real raw
me, man. You wouldn't eat nacho cheese Doritos because the bag was red, and that could have been your favorite flavor.
I swear,
you know what I'm saying? It was that serious.
Because niggas would have their colors and everything, but it was a different dynamic. The movie kind of codified it. I saw the behavior change after the movie came out.
Right. Well, it definitely made it more popular, but gang banging.
They showed you it. Yeah. Them in the modules. It was popping over there.
Oh, I ain't saying it wasn't popping.
Like,
it was popping like a
some of the
motherfucker.
wickedest times.
But entertainment in a way amplifies what's already going on in the neighborhood.
What makes more niggas? It's right. It's
He's saying life is going to always imitate art.
Right.
Art is put out the next generation because it's catered to the kids.
Right.
That's not what we saying.
No, we passed that. What he's saying is it's going to be extra.
But that's an accurate statement.
No, what we saying is we talking about how, like, what we're saying is like if whatever they put on screen can change society and the way we live.
Amp it up.
It'll tweak it.
Life imitates the art.
No, but it's not the life though. It's the art. It's the art imitating the life. You know what I'm saying? Because these are real gangsters we're
right,
talking
but-
about. So what I'm saying is, but they're not put out like that in real life. Like, niggas is scared of these people. But if you have a movie sensationalizing this shit,
Like,
that's
right.
what I'm saying. So that didn't happen till, like you were saying, the 83
Right.
Colors. That shit start coming out. Niggas like, them niggas is really banging.
Well, right, no.
Problem about this for real.
Go ahead, Blaze. Go ahead, Blaze.
To me, that was like niggas who wasn't from here. That was out of towners who was like, oh,
Yeah,
it's
that's what I mean. Like,
yeah. But us that was right here in it, that movie came out, that was like really, to me, that was watered down to what was really going on.
Yeah, it was watered down to
It was
the-
goofy to the niggas who was really in this shit. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
black nigga talking like a
With the
Mexican.
Mexicans doing pop locking with the Mexicans.
No, it's some black essays, nigga. It's some black essays.
Ain't no black essays named Larry.
That nigga's a low
They were like, what's your name? They were like,
Because I ain't gonna lie, the first gang that I remember having like a mixture of races, but they all acted like Essex with 18th Street.
18th Street.
You'll find a white boy, a nigga, Asian, and they all be from 18th Street and be with the full-fledged business.
You know,
Let me ask y'all a question. What do y'all think about Birth of a Nation? Do you think it sensationalized what was already going on, or do you think it changed the landscape?
we don't have to think. That shit happened.
That shit was like a glorification. It's like a celebration of just white supremacy, nigga.
It's like literally the Klan was dead. Like the Klan was a popular thing in the 1880s and the 1890s. By the 1900s, the Klan was kind of dead.
I'm tired.
And then when Birth of a Nation came out, them motherfuckers started having like overnight Klan, and like so many niggas got killed after Birth of a Nation came out because they was imitating that movie with us.
All that Boys in the Hood, all that, it definitely influenced the other states.
And you know what else was an influence? I'll never forget when Tupac got with Death Row.
Yeah, that was big.
The change that happened then was because before then, the gangsters was the gangsters and the squares was the squares.
Hold on. That's another example of life imitating art. Because everybody that's really from LA that grew up in gang culture, which is a lot of people in here, we saw Tupac, we saw that's a dope artist.
Yeah.
But we
The shit he was doing,
that wasn't, he was imitating.
We knew
bullshit.
We knew that nigga was a
And
take some shit straight out of the movie, bro.
And you remember like before Pac got
No
popular,
disrespect.
the gangsters was the gangsters and the squares was the squares. After Pac came around, I saw niggas raising the dare saying "cuz" every other word. I'm like, cause I was always raised. I never said blood, even though I was raised. It was respect. I don't say your words. Y'all leave me the fuck alone. But when Tupac came out, all the square niggas like me was "cuz" blood, and I'm looking at them like, hey, we about to get shot. Because it was he made it. He made.
Blame it on Snoop.
I'm blaming on Snoop.
No, Snoop got it hot.
The East Side era was vicious.
But you know, nigga, every nigga. But you had niggas with 2-parent households, dental insurance, acting like they gangsters. After Tupac came out, like, what the fuck you doing, nigga?
But you know what?
But is
times was at a little bit of a change then too. It was, I think that was a little bit, that was like for the
Snoop
for the
made it
ones right up
feasible
under
and
us.
easy to say Crip or Blood.
Yeah, well, Snoop.
That's
Snoop,
all he did. Right?
he commercialized "cuz."
Period.
He did.
Look, when I was young, if you said "cuz" or if you had braids, it was certain shit this nigga really banging.
Yeah.
This nigga ain't just.
Trying to have a pager on.
This nigga really banging. Like I remember in the late '80s, early '90s, everybody was housing. Right. But
What's his name?
Kid Play,
Humpty
Hump, all that, right?
We was up with gospels and shit.
But niggas was growing their hair out and dyeing it blonde and doing all the shit they do
Polka
now.
dots, Kwame
Right.
out.
But when you seen them dancer niggas go from having to dye a little curly fro to the braids, you knew, oh, he banging. They made him shoes up in the hood. Like, y'all around here throwing parties and shit, nigga. It's time to come on.
And the Tigers. And the Tigers.
That was the indicator when the nigga went to the
Tell these
high top
niggas.
and the Tigers.
Right.
With the dancing to the tagging to back to banging.
Yeah, straight up.
I'm telling you, I was part of that.
Hey, but just imagine the niggas who still think it's hip hop though. Like,
Yeah,
are these
nah.
niggas tripping, They want the dance battle.
What he just said is how it went. Nigga, Joshua's and shit.
Right.
Niggas running up walls doing flips with polka dot overalls and shit. And went from that to what? Oh, you doing my son? Wow, nigga, I'm firing shots.
Niggas that couldn't dance had lowriders.
One is on to something.
Where it changed, I'll tell you where it changed.
Talk about that shit, bro.
Good that he was there again.
The shit changed at World on Wheels. What you're talking about,
Man.
Where you talking about? Niggas was getting Playboys was coming down to World on Wheels, sweat niggas all the time. you had a dance group. The niggas' dance group changed, and they changed their name to Sex Jerks. When the Sex Jerks came into play, Boulevards came to play. Boulevards was dancers too. Boulevards changed into Bloods.
Right.
So you gotta understand the whole dancing thing started changing because the gangster niggas was sweating.
They was going to parties, socking niggas out the splits.
Is that nigga out there sweating fire in his ass?
Listen, as he said that, he brought that all to my fruition.
You know who that is?
Listen, not really.
That's Brown from the Far Side.
Okay, that's my guy.
Yeah.
So, but as he said that, it brought me into fruition to think about it because the Sex Jerks was more at Westchester.
Right.
You forgetting that we had nothing but trouble in KWS.
Right.
So like I said, it was the Tigers that started banging too and started tripping on the Sex Jerks because I was from nothing but trouble.
Right.
So I'm just saying, then they turned into the 5 and all this old shit. I did a lot, bro.
Venice beat, no trouble.
Don't forget about Venice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But Word on Wheels, it went to cracking up there. Then the 60s start coming.
Right.
And really making it happen. Y'all forget that schoolyard hood in the first place.
Yeah.
So it was like, damn, what's going on? Man,
You know how bad it was?
Movies though too, y'all made people start tripping harder though.
We used to go on gospel night, and niggas started banging on gospel night because motherfuckers who wouldn't even go
I
to
went
church.
to church with the gospel.
Yeah, we would go to gospel night so we can avoid
Rest in
that
peace,
shit.
Solo.
And I was there. It was RU service. It was like RU service. It was Crenshaw Christian Center. It was West Angeles. And niggas was busted. This is like 92.
Yeah.
Like Word on Wheels, you couldn't even go on gospel night back then. That shit.
Hell no.
Hey, but to show you how life imitate art, this nigga Ty right here. This nigga's the last lizard over here. This motherfucker. Leroy.
The last lizard. There is no more.
Get you, nigga.
Hey, Dewan on the grill. All right, so let me say what's going on with this nigga.
Oh, that's way too long.
The nigga started talking to himself. The nigga started chopping it up with himself. Okay.
He got a whole pre-game segment.
That nigga said, let me turn on this 18-wheeler real quick.
Niggas over there looking like Flubber, just turning into other shit when I'm looking at this nigga.
Everybody started talking while he was talking.
Wait, that fuck is on floor.
As soon as he started talking, Tab was like, I'm finna put it down.
Niggas start talking anyway, man. What's that next point?
Got him up like a No, man, but that's something that a lot of people don't understand about gang culture is like, you know, a lot of these party crews and tagger crews and all of these different crews that exist in the hood, they start off with good intentions, and then they get pressed into banging.
Free guns.
That's what happened.
How did they? The Sex Jerks, did y'all just turn into a hood, or the local Crips in the area came to y'all like, nah, my nigga, y'all got to start?
I don't know. I wasn't from Sex Church.
Almost.
Hey,
Hold on, my nigga. Hold on.
he about to run that phone with your ass.
But you know, the Sex Church turned in the 60s and stuff. So,
Okay.
You know what I mean? I don't know, though. I was on the other side, but I knew a lot of them guys.
So
I think it was just getting pressed by the niggas that was really banging.
Right.
Already, and then you know what I mean? You still live in the hood. It's like a motherfucker playing basketball and football, walking through the set, going to school every day.
Right.
Some of them make it to the league, some of them don't because they get peer pressured and end up banging.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much what happened.
But 92, like you got it. It wasn't a lot of music to really house to no more, nigga.
Yeah. We talking the 80s right now.
You wouldn't go get no more.
Well, niggas in the late 80s, early niggas was wearing biker shorts and getting bitches.
Yeah, like 80s. Yeah.
And then,
Niggas was dancing to JJ Fad.
and right around, yeah. Man, respect.
Early 90s.
Yeah, cause like
Shit coming back full circle.
Yeah, it's coming back, but
now you got the niggas in skinny jeans and the fluorescent clothes and
Yeah.
shit. You know what I'm saying?
But even when you look at it, like, I look at what my dad always said. My dad was on the streets back in the late 70s, early 80s. He always said that the drugs went to the drug dealers and the gangsters gangstered.
Well, it used to be separate like a motherfucker.
And then when he said he looked up one day, he couldn't get no supply. And when it was good for him, he ended up going straight out of that. You know what I mean? But he looked up now.
Say that different.
Yeah. He went.
It sounded like you said your dad used to be a cupcake.
If you get that from him, selling that thing, then
No, you say he decided. He said he decided to go straight, like 78, 79.
Yeah, that nigga like, you don't
No,
say
go ahead, go
selling
ahead.
I'm a believer in. I'm a believer in people who can't pick up code language. They have a certain death on their way.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get the way.
But go ahead.
I know what you mean. But like, I remember him talking about how like in L.A. that shit started going to these 15, 16-year-old niggas in high school, and the niggas who traditionally dealt drugs couldn't get it no more.
You talking about crack?
Yeah, when that intentionally went to them, and then you start seeing the guns pop up out of nowhere, and so you know what I mean. So like, we gotta add that factory at the same time, because before all that happened, you had your dancers over here, your lowriders over there,
right?
You know what I mean. You had your taggers over here, and then you had your niggas that bang, but they was more so into like they weren't. It wasn't no drug thing. It wasn't money involved in it like that, because the money was with the drug dealers.
There's always been money involved, but it wasn't. Crack made that shit like being in the NBA.
Crack put it in the gangsters' hands.
Yeah.
It's not the drug dealers had a code.
But what niggas on D's and shit, and then they started.
Yeah, the real ones. The real drug dealers had a code. They didn't have to shoot all the time. But when you put the drugs in the 17-year-old gangster's head, ain't no more code no more.
He made it interesting.
My mama finna kick me out tomorrow, nigga. This shit's finna go today, nigga. Fuck them. What they talking about?
One of y'all made an interesting point though. There was no music to dance to like that. So did the music change the culture, or did the culture change the music?
No, culture.
The culture changed the music.
Culture changed the culture changed the music, but then
the music.
Right, the business of music only made certain parts of culture available. Once because they deal with analytics, so once they see something resonating, they're gonna overexpose that till they get everything they can out of it. So that whole NWA shit hitting, that shit was at one point that was underground, and then when it proved its viability as a business, and then they start making that overly accessible, and that's where niggas went from wearing biker shorts and dancing and trying to impress bitches to gangbanging. Because when Snoop, man, because nigga, I remember it was a time where everybody started wearing khakis and LA Gates and all that.
93.
With the Pendleton.
Right.
Niggas at them surpluses.
Yeah,
man.
But again, that goes back to the original question that you asked: was it society or was it the art? My conjecture is it was the people who controlled the music, the record label. Because you go back and listen to what Too Short said. Too Short had an article in Vibe magazine 2008, and he talked about after '93 how Too Short always had pimping and consciousness on all of his albums. Right. He was like, after that, they were like, you can
pimping is a consciousness.
It is, but he would have like the business game and all that shit. And this motherfucker Short said that the record label came to him was like, you can say bitch, pussy, all you want. And you know, and just go. That's what we gonna put on your album. Yeah. And then he was like, "Okay, but I got these conscious songs." They're like, "No, what? We'll put that on the next."
Too Short got a whole album with Sounds of Blackness.
Yeah, and then
that never hit the chart.
Yeah, with Sounds of Blackness. So
Too Short and Marvin Sapp got a whole album.
Keep your head up on the stroll. Part 2.
So the cats under 30 years old got to understand that this was before Spotify, when the record label, they decided what songs got put on that album.
Oh, they still
they still do. But I'm saying back then they had that straight up. There was no way you could back out and put it somewhere else.
You can't do that now.
And so what happened was, but you could be independent now like you couldn't back then. Independent back then was selling on the trunk. Independent is selling the trunk. Now you can pay for your own ass and be independent on Spotify and get 1 million streams. So you couldn't do that back then. So
well, there was always payola.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
it's always been payola.
It was just on internet.
But in order to really payola, nigga, you was talking about $1 million to break a record back in the day.
Yeah, so they gotta know that, like, that's what happened. That they decided to put that shit on the albums after '93. That wasn't black folks just coming together and saying, we're gonna be all gangsters.
Believe it or not, it's still payola, even through the Spotify.
Oh, that's still payola. That's why I said put money behind it.
You still gotta get on the different platforms and playlists and playlist bookers and all this shit. You spend at least $200,000 to $300,000 in order to break a single and make it to where you would like for it to be. Right. It's not just, I'm gonna put this shit all on Apple Tunes and everything and it's gonna pop. That's not true, because everybody doing it. Right. You know what I mean? It's totally different, but it's still the same thing. In order for a hit single to pop right now, you spending upwards of $250,000.
Hell yeah, a month. A month.
Yeah. I'm telling you, spending bread to make this happen.
Yeah, $200,000 a month to make it.
I'll say for one.
I'm talking about the pop charts to be on that number.
No, once you $300,000 gonna get you on the top 50 Billboard. Yeah. You $300,000, you can get your shit everywhere. You gonna every day gonna stream everywhere.
Independent streamer.
Just think about this though. How many independent niggas got $300,000 to put on one song?
Not many.
Not many. So what we're talking about is big label deals. These only people who are pushing these singles like this. So that's why I said you're not really getting the songs you want. So that's why they're still pushing the same agenda of what we think. Because what happened was they had white America buying that shit.
Right.
And when the white people start buying that shit, then let's turn up the nigginess. Yeah. The nigginess got to go to 10.
Right.
Give a fuck. It's at 7 now. Self-destruction.
They view it as
turn that shit to 10.
Our problem in the independent thing on the West Coast is, well, let me just say, the South has it popping.
Talk about
right? And they have it popping because they have the big homies and stuff that's not caring about putting their young homies, and that's balling, putting their young homies in Ferraris and Lamborghinis and jeweling them up and making them look fresh and making it happen and investing that cash into it because they know how to step back.
Right.
Plus, it's cheaper to live.
Right.
You know what I mean? They still selling dope out there in certain
Kraig is
West Coast, we don't have that camaraderie. We don't have that type of thing. I can't say, Kraig, hey man, let me hold 200,000 real quick. Right. Make me look good and make this happen. We don't do that on the West Coast.
What I was saying was like, no, y'all 100% right as far as going number one. But what I was saying as far as being independent, it's a big lake ocean between number one and still living a good ass lifestyle as an independent artist.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because you can be an artist that's only getting 70,000 streams, 80,000 streams, but every city you go to, you're gonna sell 4,000 tickets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's something that's what because and right now in music, what better life it is to live than to be able to do that without having to go to one of them motherfuckers.
I live off shows.
You just got to divorce yourself from wanting to be Jay-Z. But it's a lot of money between now and Jay-Z.
Because back in the days, it was major or nothing.
Yeah, it was all or nothing back then.
Yeah, now
I'm talking about the pop. Like, if you want your shit, because that's what young niggas is always talking about. Trying to get to that little baby level, the baby. If you're seeing niggas that's hitting like that, and they got hit songs, but you go to their album, and the rest of that shit is doo-doo, but they pushing the same song, you see that shit at the top of every playlist.
It was some money.
They doing, they putting a lot of money. I'm saying it's a lot of independent niggas that can never come up with that type of bread for that one song. So I think we're saying the same thing. I'm just talking about.
I'm just saying.
I'm talking about at the level you're talking about. At the level you're talking about, where it can influence culture. The white people are going to control that. They're going to control what song. That's what I'm talking about.
I know that. That's we in America.
A lot of indie artists not in charge. I mean, a lot of artists not in charge because they didn't choose the independent route. So they got a business behind them that wants to push that agenda.
Yes.
That want to pollute the minds of the young black youth and minorities. You know what I mean? So it's about like having control of your shit. You know what I mean? To the point now, it's like we got like the independent artists we got power where we could basically put it into our music and do whatever the fuck we want as long as we got a hustle behind us. Because not every time music is not going to be the number one thing to hustle. A lot of artists don't have hustle. You know what I mean? So they have the labels to get that advance and shit like that. And not know what to do with the fucking money. Or they'll go ahead and charge you $1 million just to go record with somebody when you've been doing it in the garage all this time. And they, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's just fucked up places where you can't even put your money when you got an advance. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be smart with your shit.
We're going to go to a commercial break. We're going to go to a commercial break. When we get back, more Kraig Facts.
Yes, sir. Like the video. What's up?
Remember that movie? Did we said that Denzel Hard
We said it.
We said it?
Hard lesson.
Oh, okay.
Are you Eugene the Gangster Evangelist?
Yes, I am. Are you here for a miracle today?
It's my brothers. They got in an accident a few years ago, and as a result, they lost their hearing. Can you perform a miracle today?
Of course I can, but I sense another type of problem. Is there some type of confusion?
Well, they hate each other now, and they blame each other for the accident, and they're always fighting.
I can't stand you. I can't stand you.
Lord, make these brothers stop arguing.
impossible for them to argue, can you please do some miracle and get them their hearing back?
Okay. Can you please step to the side, sister? Thank you. Lord, bless them with the miracle. Bless them with the miracle of hearing.
Call it Domino.
Oh, cuz I can hear now. Man, real one is back. I can hear it again, cuz. Cuz, I'm not trying to hear that, cuz.
Hey, what you talking about?
Cuz, you the reason we was there in the first place. I was trying to tell you, cuz, it was an accident, cuz, but you wasn't trying to listen, cuz, on Kraig. What? Man, that's on the dead we get out right now. What's up? What's up?
Lord, you know I don't get down like this.
That's not the holy Domino.
Hello? Hello? Oh my gosh, you guys missed the miracle up. Are you Eugene the gangster evangelist?
Yes, I am.
It's my brothers. They got in a terrible accident years ago, and ever since they lost their hearing. As a result, they lost their hearing. Okay. Are you Eugene the gangster evangelist? It's my brothers. They got in an accident a few years ago, and as a result, they lost their hearing.
Wow. Okay.
This is
CC Rap.
promo for Kraig, Gangster Evangelist, and go for it.
If I owe you something, I'm not gonna be able to get it to you. But if you want it, you can get it from God, my niggas.
We OD'd, clear the air like some trees until we OD'd. I might move a little fast and didn't plant no seeds, but I'm man enough to say that we OD'd. I think we OD'd, clear the air like some trees until we OD'd. I might move a little fast and didn't plant no seeds, but I'm man enough to say that we OD'd. When I buy it, you buy it, but ain't nobody selling shit. Jealous of the fetishes when ownership's the medicine. Do the things that boomerang so you can leverage it. Shit gets hairy, be a wig and get ahead of it. Miss, you say you bored, we not on one accord. Arguing and fighting, damn near mopping up the floors. That lesbian sex shit ain't free. She gon' have to pay you, cause you got to pay me. And we keeping this in order. Can't be a dime without the rest of my quarter, cause I'm never there, sorta. Before me, it was a bunch of weird niggas around you hobby shop till I broke the board, I'm karate chop. And I'm really not into violence, interpretate the silence as prizes. And I'm really more into vibing, you perpetrating Simons or Hymens. I think we OD'd, clear the air like some trees until we OD'd. I might move a little fast and didn't plant no seeds, but I'm man enough to say that we OD'd. I think we OD'd, clear the air like some trees until we OD'd. I might move a little fast and didn't plant no seeds, but I'm man enough to say that we OD'd. My neighbor Dan lost some weight, but he ain't came too far. Hit that alarm 1,500 times a day trying to show you his car. And we both know he's proud of it. Go off and dance some of that clam and watch him chowdery. Cause you could be with the miss, but without a bitch. The with is the money and without is the glitch. You're paying her to leave, if she breathe you should trip. Miami, the Grammys, New York, a trip. I'm searching for emotion, but all I know is logic. She wants to be my girlfriend, I show her like my closet. Cause we could be close and yet still remain strangers. Leave that where you from shit to them gangbangers. I'm highly advanced, the message in the dance. Some of y'all wear the skirts while those of us wear the pants. You wanna know the difference? It's really not explicit. It's when a nigga talk to his bitch, shut up and listen. I think we OD'd. Clear the air like some trees until we OD'd. I might move a little fast and didn't plant no seeds, but I'm man enough to say that we OD'd. I think we OD'd. Clear the air like some trees until we OD'd. I might move a little fast and didn't plant no seeds, but I'm man enough to say that we OD'd.
Believe that. Grind it before I get it. Bring my niggas with me, ain't no limits to the ceiling. Out here touching digits. Hoes showing love, but please don't catch no feelings. Riding with that thumper while I'm thumbing through these millions. Hunting to feed my children. Lying in the jungle.
Is that if you were giving me the energy one way or the other,
you do an extra line. You do almost like a double turn
to use it back on you. Make sense?
So it's an outward block into a hip.
Exactly. You're falling, but instead of finishing that, when I'm giving you the energy, see if you can bring it. Here's where you like go back to the thing yesterday. Yeah, right. You got your elbow, you've got all these other things. Yep. Nice. Yeah. What can you play with me whenever the takedown did happen? What body position was the other? Yeah. So here.
And he started moving. Right. And I'm going, okay, he's big. He's got, I said, okay.
So that elbow should go, so there it is. And that elbow should go right down. So how about you let her actually run?
Did you catch the knee lift to go?
No.
That was, did you see what happened? This was, that
if I didn't have this, I wouldn't have given that up. Because I could tell from him standing. That was a bother.
Oh yeah.
You know, that was only one at the best.
Well, just getting poked.
He knew what I could do. He knew I could do this. Okay. So I didn't want to get that up when we came down. I had this all the way through. Yeah. So when we came down,
I have a guard, and I always have one in the chamber. Absolutely, absolutely. And I can use, this is what I think you're doing. My hips to help me out a little bit.
All right, go ahead.
All right, it's game day. The first player we got coming to the stage, man, it's a local player straight out of them streets of South Central Los Angeles. I want y'all to put y'all hands together. Come on, clap it up for the first pro domino player, Slink Johnson.
So run off and go get fly and kill them all like COVID guy, cause every real nigga knows it's why. Black is beautiful.
Wait, nigga. Get the mess lines, nigga. Where you at? Get these, nigga. Your mama see these? You see these? Shit.
Slink, man. Appreciate you joining the league, man. What you plan on doing today to your competitor, brother?
Oh, shit, man. Sending him home to his mama, and then I'll be right behind.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Tell them where they can find you.
Oh, man, you can find me on Cash App at $Slink Johnson. You can find me at Venmo at Slink Johnson and PayPal at bookslinkjohnson@gmail.com and all your social networks at Slink Johnson.
That's what we talk about, man. Appreciate you joining, man. Go ahead and have a seat, man. We waiting on your competitor. That's right. This next competitor we got coming to the stage, man. One of my partners. Give it up for Pasadena's finest, Snaps.
You are not a tough guy. Those withdrawals cause nausea to body aches, closing walls, pistols pop for a...
Okay. Okay, what's going on, Snaps? Talk to me, man. Come in closer, man. Right. Come in a little closer. Come on. Man, so what you plan on doing to Slink today on the table?
Come on, man. It's gonna be a crucifixion, bro. I know y'all seen the show. It's gonna be all bad. Like I said, the Domino God against Black Jesus. That's gonna be a bloodbath.
That's right, man. That's right, man. Tell them where they can find you.
Man, you know, Snaptastic Pen. You can get me on that on IG. But just that's it, man. You gonna get me on this table right now, though. So we finna get this done.
All right, let's start the game, man. Let's go. Hey, fellas, 100 a game. You play bogus, that's 50. You gotta call it bogus. If you don't call it, you don't get your 50. Man, play fair. Shake on it. Let's do it, man.
Let's get it. How your mama doing, my nigga? I'm good playing with buff ass nigga.
Nah, let's get it, bro.
Nigga meet me outside, shit. Say about my mama, man. Wake up! Yeah, that's what she told me. That's what she tell me all the time. Wake up, you gotta go to work, Mr. Charles. My baby, my name's Slink. Still call me Charles, though. I'm with you.
1 second. You get that hand?
Oh, let me get those real quick. Slink, can you see yours, sir? All right. What's your name, my man?
Snap.
Snap? That's what I'm gonna do to that nigga next.
Cool. All right, let's run it. Go ahead.
Oh, shit, there you go.
All right, let's get it. Let's get it.
There you
6
go.
on the board.
Start that like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you how we do it in Dina.
Oh, that's how you gonna show me?
Yeah.
What else you do? What you gonna do with that?
Hey, man. Set this up for you.
Oh, okay.
You got it?
Yeah, put that right there.
10. We put that right
Oh,
there.
we on the board. We
Yeah.
on the board now. Okay.
Back it up.
Hey.
Well, fish and bread keep my people
We
fed.
gotta get some points on here.
Hey, you gotta get some.
Oh, my God.
Let's go this way.
Oh, that's the way you gonna go? I'm gonna go this way.
Okay.
Okay, come on, put that right here for you. Go ahead. Because it was going to leave it right there.
Oh, and it sits you to the yard.
Let's get it. Already. Pull it. Good. I'm in there too.
Y'all sending each other, huh?
Oh, no.
It's two pimps. They keep sending each other. Huh?
Get back in there.
Yeah, okay. That's what you like. Okay. Oh, okay. Uh-oh. Christine, give me Crips.
Oh, my God. Yeah, man. Shit, 20 to 10.
Me?
Slink up, 20 to 10.
What kind of question is that, nigga? I'm up all the time when y'all little niggas sleep. I gotta be up. You gotta go to work. God damn it.
Let's go.
Damn.
Oh, my God. Well, you got all the luggage when you...
What score? I'm out of here.
Oh, wait, that's a lot of money and it ain't funny, man.
9, 19, 22, 27, 33.
Give him his keys and get him out of here. Any Black Jesus and his 33? Okay, that's good. Not bad. That's over people's head. That's good.
Man, what's the 40 to 20?
40 to 20.
40 to 20.
Kind of like our age, huh?
Pretty early.
Let's say keep your eye on that last horse, man.
Yeah, you better know it.
What's the score, Kraig?
40 to 20. 40 to 20.
All right, you wash. You see what you
Stay on that saddle, man.
There we go.
Me?
Nah. Snaps up 40 20. Snaps up 40
The question was who winning, not who's up. I'm winning, nigga. I'm just not up right now. Fish and bread.
Oh my God. That's man with nickel but don't cut it.
That's what you do with that.
Yes,
That's
sir.
what
Yes,
you
sir.
do with that. Put that right there for you.
We'll put it right here for you.
Ooh, okay.
Okay. Oh, you spicy young nigga, huh?
I'm trying to be rather, you know.
Back in that ponytail already, bro?
You
know? Oh, come on, man.
Just get a nigga off.
Oh, man, it's gonna be it.
The handicap, man.
Just saying it.
You
got the 100 right here. At least he got to pay it off.
You need more hands to hold the domino.
We need a spotter.
Go get your mama to hold the mother domino.
Tell her, come here. Linda!
I knew you was going to play that
Nicky with don't cut it.
This might be the fastest game in domino history.
25 45. 25 45.
What is it?
25 45.
Call the big one first. This ain't no clipper game, man. Call the big one.
He can only play one.
Let's do that. Hey man, they gotta keep their dominoes up on the table, Kraig.
And they got another pack in his pocket. Out of there. Oh, shit.
What's that? 8 and 9 is 17. And 8 is 25, 31, 38, 46.
That's Mayday,
53, 57.
You gotta take that
That's
walk.
good. All right, hold on. So round one, y'all pound on that round. I go to Bradford. All right, snap.
Pimp, I'm a prophet. Since life is a bitch, I tell that hoe when to stop. You know damn well if I owe you something.
Try to tell him.
Any closing remarks?
Let me take this 200, pay my tithes.
Anything you want to say to the camera, Slick?
That nigga daddy just got out and nigga been salting me up since he got out anyway.
Hey, Slick, check them dominoes again, man. I know you play better than that.
Some bullshit Pasadena dominoes, man.
I know you play better than that, man.
Make sure y'all watch, subscribe, and like the world famous Roast Domino League, hosted by none other than the Kraig Smith. If I owe you something, get it from God. God.
Problems and force fit cars. You can't talk while I'm talking. She likes to spend money.
I get my ammo from this black-owned gun store in Burbank, Redstone.
It's a little spot in Phoenix.
That shit in Burbank?
Where it's cheap? It's in Burbank. There's 2 black-owned gun stores in Southern California. One is in Burbank, and the other one is, and where's the other one? Ontario?
You got to present all your.
What's the name of the one Ontario?
They're both called.
They both Redstone.
Redstone.
You got to show ID and all that?
Yeah, no, they legal as a motherfucker.
You gotta show your ID for all that
Yeah,
shit.
but you giving your money to a for sure black man to own it. Like he for sure he be there. He cool. All the brothers.
I'm like,
Yeah,
give me
he
the
do.
black superhero guns you got in the back, nigga. The shit you made.
Maybe that elephant gun.
Yeah, the shit you made to fight white supremacy, nigga. Bring
That nigga bought me. Got me I bought a 10-shot shotgun from him with no pump. It's a pumpless shotgun.
Whoa.
That motherfucker's sweet. I bought a Mossberg from him. Yeah, a couple. Is that what it is? I'm not sure. I'll show it to you. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I thought you talking.
Got a few handguns from him. But for a lot of people who don't know, they opened up the concealed to carry requirements in Los Angeles County, which is the hardest place to get a CCW in the world. Yeah, they don't want niggas having a gun.
I got one in Michigan, man. They told me it was impossible to get one when I came out here.
They right until last month.
But if you're an entertainer, and you could prove it with all the shit that's been going on, yeah. So for all those, I would apply. I just applied.
Glad you just told me that.
Yeah, it's Wild West out here, man. A lot of these coward niggas is shooting because they know, or robbing niggas because they know it ain't nothing coming back at them.
And then all the niggas that got all that EDD, PPP and bought all the guns up.
Yeah.
And all that jewelry they was buying.
There's some whole ass niggas out here.
Right.
Some whole ass niggas out here carrying guns too. It's a rapper in Detroit. Yeah. There's a rapper in Detroit named Peasy. He just got no, he was in his driveway. They tried to rob him. Niggas was gunpoint. He fought both the niggas, bit one of them, fired on the niggas.
That's how you know it.
Like, he knew they was some whole ass niggas. How you got guns to rob a nigga? You get bit. This niggas got guns, man. Don't mean they ain't want to shoot.
Motherfucker get the drop on me, just don't kill me, man. You can have whatever I got. I'm not fighting you for none of this shit. You know what I mean?
More of it.
Yeah, you know, that's some wild. So what's up, man? You been at home writing? Joe was outside killing us earlier, man. He killed Charlie. He said Charlie was dressed like a mannequin, man.
The whole left side of Show's head still unshaven though. Half cut his head and shit.
A nigga Show eat the foil when he eat pot pie. I'm gonna need all this. Look, he ain't got up yet. I know he wasn't get up.
You ain't gonna get up, Show?
That nigga Show shaped like he on AIDS medication.
You gonna get out of the line? Nigga, you need a deodorant medication. That's all you make though. Hey, you know how upset you made old boy breathing that hot ass breath on his neck when he was on the mic? That nigga was looking at you like, you don't sit your big greasy ass down. That nigga sweat. My nigga, you look like Earthworm Jim, my nigga. Just sit your ass down. Nigga, you sweat margarine, nigga.
It's not butter.
Oh, see, like the Demolition Man. Yo, nigga, wash your car, nigga. Don't even look like you a car wash the time. That nigga look like you get your wheels for $5.99. The dirty ass car washing looking ass. Car washing outfit. Look at that cap.
Hey, true story. Show got fish for feet.
He got fish for feet.
He never takes his socks off, I swear to God, but they smell like fish. And he look like fish.
I feel like Todd. I feel like Todd got one right now.
Yeah.
Look at that, Todd.
Yeah. Let me get out here from man. Oh, my man Blaze the Hitman Hart over here.
You wouldn't let me down, Todd.
Mr. Window, yeah. Oh,
Mr. Window.
Wait.
Somebody in the comments earlier said Show looked like he cleaned up piles of dookie on the side of people's houses. Y'all comment, niggas, man. We got to get y'all.
We on.
We on.
My nigga look like he's dressed like such a
What, nigga? What? What you got? Go ahead. Cut the side of your hair, nigga. You got a patch.
Grown man head, bro. You want musty to a party, man.
That's all niggas got. That's all niggas got. That's all niggas got.
That nigga took 3 weeks to buy a new outfit, nigga.
You been built the same way since the 3rd grade, nigga.
Don't shut your parents wreck Macy's having that. That nigga got that nigga. Your shit was 40 when you got it, man. You musty and got clearance, nigga.
You musty every day. Not only are you musty, you so bad built, my nigga. Tell me, why are you shaped that way, dog? You shaped like a Mexican auntie, nigga. All the nigga can say it. Charlie was musty. Nigga, you musty and big and funny looking, nigga. And then you didn't shave this part of your head right here, nigga. What the fuck was you thinking?
You like a boiled iced tea, nigga. What are you talking about, nigga?
Man, sit your ass down, nigga. I want one from Todd. What you got, Todd?
This nigga. And this nigga don't want to take a bath. He put top ramen in the bath water.
This nigga sounded like a senior citizen rat. Come on out of here. Your ass on out of here.
ARP rat?
I'm too old not to tell.
If this nigga been waiting for an hour on that one out there, nigga been thinking.
If Dewan could lose weight by talking, the nigga be 100 pounds.
Oh,
I
man.
just strong neck nigga. Fuck you.
Fuck it.
Where you been, Charlie? You booked some shit?
Yeah, I just booked a commercial, man. I'm really grateful. I'm getting ready to shoot out of town. I'm shooting the commercial. I've been auditioning for shit like 5 or 6 auditions. The crazy thing about when you're an actor, man, you'll get an audition from your agent the night before. Like, memorize these 6 pages.
Right.
You know how it is. You got to turn that shit in tomorrow. Everything stops. So at least, like last week, I had probably 7 auditions. I booked one for a commercial.
Hell
I'm really
yeah.
grateful, man. These national commercials is what's keeping the nigga heating. So
nigga be paid like flow.
Hey, I'm happy for you.
Man.
Hey, Charlie, man. I was watching a Dodger game and your commercial was on the whole fucking commercial break.
Hey, man. Glory to God.
Like it wasn't in tax season over with. And it was the whole 2.5 minute break was this degenerate nigga telling me about my taxes.
Man.
I'm grateful.
I'm like,
It's
that's
funny,
what's
man. A
up,
lot of
though.
people don't know, like, what they do with commercials, especially national commercials, is they lease the commercial like an apartment, 6 months, 2 months, 3 months. And then when they renew that lease, they send you a check. You know what I'm saying? Big Nasty, no. So let's just keep praying they keep Big Nasty.
Leasing checks and Big Nasty.
Oh, I'm so high. I thought you were saying a big nasty no. I'm saying a big nasty no. I know you want to give him a big nasty no.
What does he do?
No, he was in the show. He was in the TV show. Which one was that? Them.
Them, but like my Ford commercial right now, the contract it's like a 13-week lease.
Yeah.
And they running it right now. Like you said, they can renew it once the 13 weeks is up. So,
I'm grateful, man.
blessing.
I'm really grateful.
Yeah, that's definitely a blessing.
Get with y'all niggas and get some commercials right now.
Yeah, let's do it.
Commercials ain't paid, man.
It pay like a motherfucker, man. Anybody got something they dropping they want to promote?
Yeah, I do, man. Pack Gang Music, you know what I'm saying? I got a new single called Emergency 911. It's about the police brutality.
Come on.
I was finna drop that motherfucker back when George Floyd passed, and I took a second to build it up and get it going the way I want to do it, and shoot the video, and then, you know, double back and restructure it correctly, because I knew that this violence isn't going to stop and it's going to continue, you know what I mean? So at any point I could have dropped that, you know what I'm saying? So I just waited, and now is the perfect time, because some young men that got whooped on by the police out in South Carolina a couple of days ago, man, and it just don't stop. It keep going. So we hope we can make some change with this. And it's called Fuck 12. I mean, it's called Emergency 911, but I'm screaming Fuck 12. I'm screaming Fuck the police. You know what I mean?
Straight out.
I'll be back to bring it to you, man.
Man, come on, because we'll vibe out to that all day. Absolutely. Todd, man, tell them where they can find you, man.
Well, man, shout out to everybody who went out there and watched Pop Lock and Groove Into the Grave.
How many more views did you get?
Man, I'm up. I got like 2,300.
Nigga, went from 500 to 2,300 because we talked about it on the show. That's beautiful, man.
I appreciate y'all for checking that out, laughing about the shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Moochie Smooth, Cracking Deluxe, all that. Check me out, Uncle Todd Comedy on Instagram, Twitter. I almost forgot what this shit was called. Check my album out, Left Me in Pasadena. You know what I'm saying? The bartender, and it is Taco Tuesday, so get your Taco Tuesday cracking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the one that won you the battle against Show, the Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
For me.
So I ain't fucking with that. Hell yeah. Tell them where they can find you, Show.
Follow me on Instagram, The Real DJ Show, Twitter, The Real DJ Show, and Planet Radio on YouTube.
Hell yeah. Shit, man. Tell them where they can find you, man.
It's Autobots on Instagram and Autobots everywhere else. YouTube, Facebook, all that shit.
Tan, tell them where they can find you, man.
Check me out, Mr. Tan _official on Instagram, you know what I'm saying, or at Pack Gang Music. You know what I'm saying? Everything going up.
Goddamn right. You already know what the fuck it is. Hey, man, I got a mixtape coming out this Saturday, bro, called Nothing Special. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Follow me on Instagram, Mr. Duncan Pennyhughes. Fuck with my sound packs on sounds.com. Nerd Gang Clothing. Always fuck with that. What else I got, my nigga?
A lot of shit. You got a lot of shit.
Yeah, I got a lot of shit. But right now, my main focus is dropping this tape for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Fucking with, I got a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, asking me how to download that shit. I'm having it on Bandcamp, so y'all can go back to Bandcamp and get that shit. Same link and everything. Y'all got the first shit from. So I appreciate the support for real, man. I fucks with y'all heavy. I'm hiding, motherfucker.
Man, Blaze, tell them where they can find you, man.
Man, Bad Boy Blaze. Shout out to myself. Instagram at OOBLZ. Holla backwards.
Yep.
Hey, I'm delaying my comedy special. I'm putting it out for my birthday in November. I'm doing a show in Detroit in November. That nigga funny.
Don't let Nasty play you.
I'm doing a show. I'm doing a stand-up show in Detroit for my birthday in November, and I'm releasing the special right around my birthday. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can mess with me then. November 9th is the birthday, Certified Scorpio. I just want to give a special shout-out to everybody here, man. I just honor and appreciate everybody. We all support each other. We all encourage each other to follow our dreams and our goals. You know what I'm saying? So I just really honor and appreciate everybody here. And y'all continue to support each other, support everybody's project that they got popping. But you can mess with me on, listen, I'm dropping content every day on YouTube, and I'm having a blast.
Love it, bro.
I'm having a blast. I done found my bag just dropping silly, crazy shit that they won't let me do in a TV show. Like when you book a role on a show and you try to do a little improv, like I always push to the limit. Charlie, that's not in the script. That's not. Can you stick to the script? But I can do whatever I want on YouTube. So check me out on YouTube, Charlie Newhart. Check me out on IG. I am Charlie Newhart. I appreciate all of y'all, man. So best with me.
They said you can find Blaze at WrestleMania. Man, that's my motherfucking partner, man. Y'all lock it off out there,
ticket.
man. As long as they buy a ticket,
HotepBitch.com, get the t-shirts. Got a webinar coming up August 1st. How to explain racism and tough shit to your kids in a way that they can understand and still be children.
Yeah.
Been doing this shit for over 20 years, so I'm putting it in webinar format. Get that. It's on my website. It's on my Instagram. It's all in my link tree. Yeah, and do all that. What's up, Charlie? Nigga, you look like a pair of khakis. I just thought about that. I just thought about that. Thought about that.
This nigga, that's funny. This nigga Dewan think clout chasing is cardio, nigga.
He been at home writing like a motherfucker.
That's fine.
Nigga go home and write. Nigga go home and write. But yeah, actor, that's what they do. They got to know.
I just got to write that shit.
Some shit be off the dump.
Some shit be improv.
Yeah, no, that nigga brilliant. He brilliant.
No, it be a while. Hey, I got it on the real. The show we did, even though this was like past tense, but the show we did in Vegas that you headlined, I had never seen you headline before.
Oh,
which is a lot of pressure on a comedian.
Yeah.
When you got to balance the venue, you got to balance everything in there. Your comedians, you got people pulling at you to be able to balance all that and close that motherfucker out like twice in one night, nigga, 30, 40 minutes. Nigga killed it, dog.
Man, I appreciate it.
To you. That was a hell of a show.
Man, I appreciate it, man.
Hell of a show, man. The wine killed it. Like everybody that was there, nigga, I had a fucking blast, dog.
Yeah,
So
everybody
y'all,
murdered.
the shows is coming up, man. Y'all check this nigga out live, dog, for real.
They be killing us in here, man.
Hey, yo. Big L, Big L, yo. Black Bret Hart. They tripping on this motherfucker.
They on black.
Terminator shades, hey, Blake, get on their helmet, man.
Yeah, shit. It's 3,000 people in that motherfucker.
Hey, you can't pay attention to this niggas.
When you've been fly this long, man.
This
shit ain't just happened
Nigga just jump off the boat with this shit.
Hell, we bringing back Don't Get Dog Walked.
Oh, shit.
So if you got talent, go to the website, fill out the contact information. I'm only having 7 to 8, maybe 10, 7 to 10 artists at the most on each episode. If you got talent, we're going to show you love. But if you garbage, we're going to chase you up out the room. Don't get dog walked.
Right.
The Hood American Idol. Make sure y'all support that. It's going to be live on, live now, just like the podcast. So I think we're going to do the first date, maybe the 13th or 14th. But if you got talent, holla at me. I'll definitely put you on the show. Don't get dog walked. Also, I'm going to open up the phone line soon. We're going to have incoming calls. We'll be able to, we'll be able to take y'all calls. Y'all can roast us live on the air. So, you know what I mean? Be on the lookout. A lot of improvements coming to the show. If I owe you something, you can get it from God. That's been the show. Hell yeah. The show, yeah.